What's up, level uppers? Welcome to the Level Up Show, episode 238. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm one of your co-hosts, Andrew. I make the show Midori. And I'm joined tonight by the classy douchebag, Mike McLaughlin.
Hi.
Look at the hat, man.
Thank you.
Looking spiffy.
Shit. Did you see underneath, actually?
No, I didn't. Oh, that's cool. Cap, all the emotes.
Yeah,
Bleed Purple, Twitch Raid.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That was actually pretty
How
cool.
much did that cost you?
I think because I got it when everything was half off.
Okay, yeah.
So I think I paid $8 for it.
That's not bad at all.
No, that's why I was like, because I don't wear hats.
No, me either.
Like, I don't think, can you name the last time you saw me wearing a hat?
No, which is why when I looked over at you, I was like, this is new. I've never seen this before.
And that's why Danny was weird about it, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got a bunch of stuff during that thing, so it's not a bad investment.
Yeah, you know, like Kristen always asks me, like, why don't you wear a hat? Why don't you wear a hat? I think I don't look good in hats.
That's what me and Danielle just had that conversation
Yeah.
not even 2 hours ago.
Because she has seen me in like baseball pictures, and I obviously always wear a baseball cap, and she thinks I look good in
Danielle
caps.
told me to wear it tonight because
Yeah.
I took it off when I got home, and she's like, "You should wear the hat tonight." And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't like the way I look in hats. I don't know. There's
I'm
something
doing
weird
it.
about
This is
for
a
me.
trial run. It might even last the whole time. People that have seen my streams, they know that it sometimes gets knocked off, and I'm just like, whatever.
In anger or rage? What's going on?
Possibly.
Okay, I would imagine that's what it would be. That's what.
A lot of times it's just me throwing my head back, and it flies off with the headphones, and I'm like, well, shit.
Well, shit. I will say one thing though. I would love to make a +1 badge hat for our merch store.
That would be good.
They don't have them yet. It's one of the biggest in demand
no.
items on the merch store. Everybody wants them to
I would
put
get
hats
that.
on there. So yeah, if they get a hat on there, I would love to get
This
like
is, I mean,
a
feel the quality
raised.
of it too, because it's like it's all stitched. It's not like a cheap
Yeah,
thing.
that's what
like,
I would want,
That's
though.
I think why I like it so much is because it's not.
I don't want it to be a cheap item. Like I would
It
want it to
even
be
has
like a
Twitch on it, like
nice
it's-
item where
yeah.
it's a +1 that's raised, stitched, like a
Right.
very nice hat, not
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
you know like the T-shirts can be sometimes, or it's just like a sticker that feels like it's on there sometimes.
Yeah.
Not to say the merch store ones are like that. Actually, they're pretty nice.
I think I have the one. Oh, the +1 is from the merch store, right?
The
yeah,
emote.
that one's perfect.
Yeah, they do it nice
It's
there.
held up the entire time. I've watched it quite a few times. So
Welcome to everybody in the room. We got They Call Me Denny, Warm Coat, Dark Side Reactions, Dirty Habanero, Poo Snacks, and many, many more. Level Up Sweatshop talk. We don't make these. We don't know who makes them.
we just endorsed it.
We just endorse them. We are oblivious. We are blissfully ignorant to how these items are made, but you can get them on our merch store. Just type in !store if you want to see what we have on the store. And nice segue there. We're actually going to be giving away an item from our store tonight because technically this is the last episode of the month. Can't do an episode next week. I'll be in California, or at least on my flight back to New Jersey at that point. So we won't have a standard episode next Sunday. That said, I'm going to try my very best to stream as much as possible from TwitchCon. Just randomly streaming from TwitchCon. If my hotel has good Wi-Fi, I will do in real life stuff there.
Do we have finalized plans for you and Bobo Chat yet?
No, there's no like scheduled thing right now. Nothing like that.
We need to make sure that there is, because we need to all know when we can tune in.
Kristen is ready to stitch up the pants this week.
Okay.
She is already committed to that, so we're good
Have
there.
you talked to Bobo recently?
I have not talked to him in the last like couple weeks. No.
Okay. We need to. I will reach out to him. We need to figure this out.
Since you are so enamored in this idea,
I am. I love this.
I will let you handle that.
All right, that's fine.
Since you really want this to happen.
I don't think I'm the only one that wants to see this.
No, I don't
For
think
those
you're-
that don't
yeah.
remember, Drew now has to go to dinner with Bobo Chet wearing the pterodactyl pants, shirt, and I think you even said the possibility
We now call
of
them the merman pants, though. It's the pterodactyl shirt with the merman pants. So
Right.
technically, I'm a hybrid pterodactyl merman.
Are you wearing the mustache too and the wig? Or...
I don't know about that. I'm going to
Okay.
say no because
Okay.
it won't stay on.
Okay.
It's very unlikely that
I would.
mustache is
That
gonna
said,
stay
I would
on.
love to see like Bobo just like commenting on your mustache falling off into your food.
I would orchestrate that. That's fine, but I don't think it would stay on more than like 5 minutes of dinner.
All right.
Those mustaches really don't stay very long, especially if you already have facial hair. If you had no facial hair, they probably would stick just
So I
fine.
mean, we need to shave your.
They're
facial
for
hair.
kids. They're for kids at like
But
parties.
you need to shave your facial hair then.
You want me to shave? No. Definitely
Commit.
not shaving for
Commit.
TwitchCon. Definitely not. That's I think that's suicide. I need to be in my best form at TwitchCon, and
People
that
won't
means
recognize you. You're
I
not
need to have
me.
perfectly
They can
groomed
recognize you
facial
without
hair.
facial hair.
I need that perfectly groomed facial hair. Merodactyl says all poo snacks. Speaking of, again, one more segue here. Speaking of Merman, we do have the emotes ready to go we call it our butt emote. It's a very popular thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this on Twitch. A lot of people have butt emotes. And they often look the same. It's just a nice plump backside.
Yep.
But I figured what better opportunity for a nice plump backside than the merman pants. So 250 sub points and we will reveal the merman. So we got 212 right now. We did lose those sub gifted ones, I think, overnight. Unfortunately, we were at like 239 yesterday, and then
where
overnight
we at now?
we must have lost a lot. We're at 212 now.
Okay. Hey, listen, it's still about 200.
We can make it happen. A whole bunch of butt emotes coming in there from Tobes. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Tobes, for putting the plump rump, I should say, not romp. The plump rump. The plump romp. It's a very exciting like party, you know, very girthy party. Girthy party.
You have a really strong attachment to the word girthy.
It's a good word.
It is.
I like how you disagree. Yes, I agree. It is a good word. Girth. You know. So guys, keep that in mind. But what I was going to say is we have our merch store, and we're actually going to be giving away something tonight. We're going to give away a TLUN mug. It's been a little bit adapted recently, courtesy of, they call me Denny. He was like, you really should put the +1 on the other side. That way, no matter which way you're holding it, you're getting something. You get the, they call me, or they get the Level Up Network logo on the one side. You get the +1 badge on the other.
And so we did that. And now he has the inferior piece.
But he also has the original piece.
You're right.
He has the OG, which is kind of cool as well. So we're going to get that going right now. It's going to go for 2 hours, guys. And it is sub only, as all of our end of the month giveaways are. So this will run for 2 hours, sub only. Don't even type in anything unless you are a sub. And if you are, that means !raffle will get you in on the giveaway. Of course, gifted subs might happen tonight, which will put you in the running to get in that raffle as well. So you can sub yourself, you could do Twitch Prime, you could do tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or you can hope for our many Santas and elves to come out of the lurk and give you that sub. All right, let's start that right now. Oh, I have to purchase it. This is the one thing that bothers me. I wish I could do that after,
right,
or something like that. You have to do it like right at the very beginning, which I get. I understand why they would make you do that, but still. The Plump Rumps. We need a new team, I think, Mike. The Plump Rumps.
No,
not gonna happen.
Still the Hot Sox.
Still the Hot Sox.
Hot Sox are now about to be 7-0 for our fantasy league.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
That is, by the way, what I named my fantasy team. The Hot Sox.
The Hot Sox. It's a Dean special right there. No, there's no like denying that. You hear that, and that's a Dean special.
Yep, absolutely.
There you go, guys. Wow. The +1 and also TLUN mug is now available for you guys to get in on if you are a sub. So type in !raffle like 6 people already have.
Holds a lot of gin.
It does. It does. All Poosnax is probably worried about that, isn't he? I know he's a gin fan.
Oh, is he?
I'm pretty sure it's all Poosnax who's the gin fan.
Interesting.
I want to say. Ah, snap, not a sub. Well, it's all good, man. You never know. It might happen tonight for you. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. We have so many generous people. Generous people in the chats that are so generous. They give away subs like candy. All right. Mike, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm all right. I'm tired.
How was your week?
Kind of long.
Kind of long.
It's been a long, tiring week. There's been a lot going on.
Girthy week.
Like, I know we've talked about. Yeah, it's been a big girthy week. Like, there's been a lot that we've talked about because there's been a lot. There's so many games, dude.
Yeah,
and
we're in that time.
And work is kind of ramping up in a weird way for me this week. So it's just last weekend was a long weekend, which hurt. But I got a decent amount of time with Call of Duty, which I was happy about.
What kind of mode were you playing?
Everything. I mean, I only had just played Zombies a couple days before you did for my stream. I played with them. That was the first time I played. So that's kind of why I was like, hey, we need to follow Rick because he clearly knows what he's doing with that.
He does, man.
And I remembered some of the stuff.
He carried us on Thursday, man.
Yeah.
Carried us.
Yeah.
Like, his back is broken.
Well, what's weird is because we got to, 17? Something like that?
And the longest we went was by the end. I know you left pretty early. I think we got to wave 21 on one of the maps. Okay. That was the furthest we got.
I keep getting to like wave 17, 18 when I.
Yeah, it really ramps up there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and you have to have your people that are competent and know what they're doing with it. And so when you're just brand new, you're really going to struggle in that. So that's fun. Played more Blackout. The other night we were playing. Just on the side, and it was actually really fun. We ended up doing like a mini community game night type thing. I just reached out to a couple people, and they were able to join. So I played with Mel. Far Center, I'm playing a lot of Call of Duty.
I thought I saw that being orchestrated.
It's fun to play with Far Center, and he's actually been talking, which is kind of cool to hear.
Oh, is he really? Yeah. I still have not heard Far Center.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to hear Far
Yeah.
Side.
So it was kind of cool. So I've been able to play with them and playing a lot. Multiplayer was double XP this weekend. So I've almost maxed out all the camo for the one gun.
Okay.
Which I'm
So as you play zombies,
Yes.
you like I noticed that Rick was taking so much more damage than me, and without dying.
Was he?
Yes. Now, are there certain perks that allow you to have better armor, things like that in zombies?
Asking the wrong person. I
Okay.
couldn't tell you a darn thing about that other than
Because he definitely, I don't know
Yeah.
if he's just really good at dodging zombie attacks, but he was swarmed with zombies in the same way I was, and it seemed like he would last like a good 6, 7 shots, where I would be like 2 shots and I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm sure there's something in there
Yeah.
that can help you with that. But yeah, I that whole mode, it's never grabbed me in the same way it does him, and it's been for everyone. This is the most accessible for me that the mode has been in a while. I thought 3 was way too complicated. This is at least a little bit more, inviting.
Yeah, there's a lot to it, I will say. I was surprised how much there is to it, but I didn't feel too overwhelmed either. I enjoyed it. It's not going to be my go-to mode. I think Blackout will be my go-to mode.
Is it?
But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good time, especially with the other guys. Jersey Tom got in with us. We had Midnight Shadow got in with us, and there was one more too. You were at the very beginning, but there was another guy that joined us as well that night. Jersey Tom was very good, and Rick was very, very good.
Oh yeah.
And we had a
he's
good time.
clutch.
Yeah, it was a good.
I mean,
time.
that's his thing. That's what he swears by. I'm playing that. I was playing a lot of that, and then Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've been
Huge
trying to get
game,
to that.
man.
I'm actually at a point, and here's the thing. So I have to. I'm gonna hold myself to it. I need to. This is gonna hurt. I'm not playing Red Dead this week, and I'm not gonna play it for a while.
I didn't realize I'm not going to either. I'm going to get TwitchCon.
Yeah.
I wanted to.
It really sucks, but I need to get some other stuff done first before I allow myself. So that's like my treat. So that said, while I do the other stuff, I'm going to be able to finish Assassin's Creed Odyssey maybe, and then pick up Red Dead.
Let me ask you something. Assassin's Creed Odyssey and its length has become a topic of conversation within the gaming community, and brings up the question, especially considering the crunch, which we'll be discussing a topic of the week later. Like, do these games really need to be this big?
I think,
do you feel
sure.
overwhelmed by the size? Do you feel like this is unnecessary?
I think I can't remember if I was talking to Rick about it. I was talking to somebody about it. I thought it was Rick, but I feel like we're at a point where Assassin's Creed itself needs to be split into 2 different games.
Yeah, I remember you guys talking about that.
Okay, we were talking about that with you. Okay, to where I think Assassin's Creed needs to be maybe something. They need to have 2 different types where it's like almost like how Call of Duty does it, where they have your Modern Warfare and your Black Ops, to where they're different story modes. So one that's this big, huge world of exploration and everything like that, and one that's more of a streamlined story focus.
Sure.
Because I do feel that there are people that are missing out, and they're not going to play Odyssey to where they should because it is too much for them.
Right.
And I'm almost right there. Honestly, I really hate that Odyssey came out this time of the year. And I'm really mad that I picked it up more than anything else because I wasn't intending to, but it was looking so overwhelmingly good that I felt like I had to. So I don't think that it's a problem with the game itself. I just think that we're in a point in gaming where some of these games have the ability to be very long, and it does help them in certain ways. It does hurt them in other ways to certain people, but to me, I think it just does nothing but help it. I just don't have the time for it.
Yeah, no, same here. Well, at least not right now, I don't.
Right. So it's like I just don't have the ability to devote that much of my life to that.
Speaking of Red Dead Redemption 2, hey, man, no, I'm not getting it at launch. Well, I am technically, but I won't be able to play it at launch. I'll be in California.
Same.
But that's another one where, honestly, when I heard that the game was 60 hours, I was not excited by that.
I was actually somewhat disappointed just because I don't mind having that much content, but let me beat the story. Make
exactly.
it like GTA, where GTA was
feel.
Actually a decent amount of time that you had to put into it for the story.
Maybe like 30,
you didn't
right?
finish, right?
Maybe like 30 hours.
Did you finish it?
No, I never did.
Yeah, so I would say it's about 20 plus. But then there's a lot of other stuff, the side stuff that you could do that would be a decent.
Of course.
So and that's
but they
I
say
wish.
the story, just the story in Red Dead 2 supposedly is 60 hours.
Right.
That like. I just feel like, like I don't need that right now. Like next year that would be fine,
Right.
but right now I don't need that. Oh my! Look what just came in, a 1-year anniversary.
Roses are red. Mike's shirt says fear. This is a lazy poem. Here's to another year. Clam slam.
Oh, the clam slam. That your shirt does say fear. Fear the beard. Okay,
Griffin got me this one.
that's cool. I like that a lot.
I think it's funny because it actually looks kind of like my.
It does look a lot like your
facial
emote.
It does look like my emote too, but it also looks like my profile.
It does, yeah. Well, that's why I went with that emote, because I thought it looked pretty similar. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. Miss Mel, congratulations on the 1-year anniversary, being a part of the +1 posse. Going in the prize wheel, of course. Spiel Druckmann real quick, guys. Anything worth $5 more gets you a spin of the prize wheel. That means subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more, and of course, the Twitch Prime subs and the sub gifts. They mean so much to us. Those go into the prize wheel segment as well. When it goes to gifts, the person that gets the gift gets to spin, because we want to welcome those people into the +1 posse in a big way, and that's why it's double generous when those people do gift the subs, because they're not even getting the spin. They're giving a sub and they're giving a spin to another person.
So we've talked Call of Duty a lot. You know, we kind of got your feelings on that a decent amount. If you want to go into
liked
that.
it. Yeah.
But movie and more TV show things. I want to
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Two things. A, I finally watched The Good Place. Have you watched this?
I've watched maybe 8 episodes of the first season.
Okay, so you're almost done. You just didn't connect it?
No, I'm not almost done. I thought the show has 3 seasons now, doesn't it?
No, 2. Well, it was 2 that are on Netflix, and then they have the most current one.
That's the 3rd season. I liked it. It was good. I just, there's
Second season was weird. But it was good in its own way. But what do you feel on that? Because I know I slept on that, and I think because of the previews.
I could tell it's a show that probably is going to fall into place as it goes on, where it's kind of like Parks and Rec, where the people are feeling each other out in the relationships. And I felt like the characters reminded me of Parks and Rec in the way that everybody is likable in a sense. Like Office always had this vibe to me where I love The Office, don't get me wrong.
But each person had their issues.
Yes, and sometimes you hate a lot of the characters on that show. Parks and Rec, there's not a single character that I dislike on that show.
Each person has a great redeeming quality.
I love them all. And I had a feeling A Good Place was going to go in that direction, where it was just like a nice show, where I really enjoy all the characters.
The way they set up the 3rd season at the end of the 2nd season is interesting. To where I actually felt like they ended the 2nd season 1 episode too late. Like they could have put the last episode into the 3rd season.
Right.
But you're right. I feel that way too. And it feels like to me the perfect analogy is Parks and Rec meets Pushing Daisies.
You know what? I've heard amazing things about Pushing Daisies. I never watched it.
Oh, you never watched it?
No.
Oh,
It got
I think
canceled
like
pretty
that.
early on, didn't
Yeah,
it?
I think it was only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And it was like it left a lot of things like up in the air. And so I finished that, and then I did finally finish Big Mouth season 2.
I only watched the 1st season of Big Mouth so far.
What did you think about it?
It was a little raunchy for me, even, honestly. I thought it had heart, though, in a lot of ways, which I thought was nice. It was a little too much for me here and there, I will admit. But
the 2nd season, I will say then, amplifies both of those.
okay.
Like, it is worse.
Yeah.
And it is even campier and, like, very, like, tropey in the way that it goes, even more so. But it also has a lot more heart and impact.
I'll watch it. I will get around to it. It's just one of those things where it's pretty low on the list right now. I'm watching Maniac right now. About 4 episodes into that. Really, really great so far. Daredevil season 3 is pretty high on my list, especially considering how great the reviews are
and Rick's
on that.
raving about it. I don't know if he's messaged you at all, but it's been insanely positive.
There's another one coming in.
And he was just talking about how he's not a sub too.
Yep, he was. Of course. Wolf Yee, welcome to the +1 posse, man. Courtesy of Hitman. Now 206 sub gifts, man. Unbelievable. Now he's got access to that Wolf. That's so funny. When Wolf Yee is no longer a sub, he loses access to his Wolf audio hook. So it's always like, oh my god, the person who
Depaj, we're talking about Big Mouth.
is the Wolf. We were talking about Big Mouth, and we were talking about A Good Place.
Yeah, well, yeah.
A Good Place as well is another one. So Maniac is very good. Highly recommend watching that. But at the same time, it's a very bizarre show. Very surreal. Very out there. To the point where Kristen was like, I can't watch this. It's just too weird for me. It is weird. It's very weird. The flashback stuff is where you feel like, oh, this like finally feels a little bit more normal, because it kind of gets away from the sci-fi mumbo jumbo of it all. But then you go back to like the science of it, and it's its own science. It's its own world. It's almost like an alternate reality of sorts.
It was who is it? It was the brainchild
of Cary Fukunaga. Is the writer director,
which
on
is
it.
so bizarre. Like that's so
well, it has a large Japanese cast as well, which I think probably has something to do with him. I do believe Cary Fukunaga is Japanese. I feel like he probably was a part of making that happen. But the cinematography in it is amazing, and I talked to Rick about this particular because he's been wanting me to watch the show for a while, in addition to so many things. But I don't want to go into detail because it would be spoiler, but there's a car accident that's all I'm gonna say. There's a car accident in episode 2 that might be the best directed car accident I've ever seen.
Wow.
In like it happened so quickly, but I watched it like 5 times because of how they
Random
did
it
it,
was.
how
Yeah.
they did it, and like I was like, trying to wrap my head around like how did they shoot this, like and like especially one part in particular, like how did they get this shot? This is a really cool shot, and it's not even just like the mechanics of the shot, but the characters within the shot and getting that perfect emotion and reaction out of it at that moment, it had to be so difficult, especially considering how it happens and how many times they probably had to do it to make it work. It's like, I can't go into detail on it, unfortunately, but you'll know it when you see it. And it's like, holy shit, that was a really cool 5 seconds. Like, that's all
I like
it
stuff
is.
like that, and I love that. That's like there are tons of shows and movies that have that impact on me for different things. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I was debating sleeping on that show, and not for any reason other than it didn't hit me in the same way it does for you guys. As far as a preview went, like I thought it was looked really cool and really good. But there's like for me, like I don't watch TV and all that stuff. Like I need like right now I'm finding that more and more I just need something casual because I get distracted or I need to do other things at the same time.
I get it.
So I'm not able to just like sit and like me and Danielle were talking about like possibly going to see Halloween tomorrow night.
Oh, I want to see it so bad.
And it was like, do we really want to? Like even me, like I really want to. And I wanted to the other day, but it's just like, it's some of our short time that we have. It's like, do we want to sit and watch a movie for that whole time? It's like, but so it's tough to do that. But I'm gonna look forward to that for that reason too.
Yeah, the few people I know that saw it really liked it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think we're gonna go. I forgot to buy tickets earlier, but I think we're gonna go see it. But I'm looking forward to it. Also, real quick too, anybody that has kids or if they're interested, Danielle, I forgot about this. Danielle found a weird kids version of Black Mirror.
Really?
It's called Creeped Out, and it's
it's on Netflix. Yeah,
yeah, it's a Netflix show.
Yeah,
but I felt like it was supposed to be like, kind of like Goosebumpsy. No, it's like it is a kids version of Black Mirror, like 100%. We've watched 2 episodes, I can't remember, but each one, and they have like a weird thing that somewhat ties them together, but not really because it's just like a narration type thing. But each one is just like, think about how you interact with the world around you and how it is.
Yeah.
But it's geared towards kids that are like 13 years old.
I'll take a look at it. I did see it because when we finished Hilda, the final episode, it recommended that show next.
I would not watch it with Evie.
No, of course not. No,
that is not an Evie show.
Did you watch Hilda at all yet?
Not yet. We just haven't gotten to
Check it out. Really, I've watched it like 2 times now, all the way through. It's like such a good show.
I need to watch that and Disenchanted.
That's also pretty good. I didn't love it, but it's good. It's good. Somebody wants us to wear a costume, and it is. I'm trying to see what name it says up there. Can you see? I think it says Mike. It looks short.
Yeah, Mike.
It looks like Mike. You're putting on a costume of some kind.
All right.
Halloween too scary. Oh no way. Never too scary when it comes to a movie like that. I want to say CP Jar. Yes, I said it wrong intentionally. Welcome to the show, man. I love saying that name wrong. Did we see Venom? Nah.
Nope. I forgot that was out.
I won't see it in theaters. It's doing really, really well, though, at the box office. Once again, it had a very small drop in this 3rd weekend.
Very upsetting to me.
Gerzon Bear says, now that you have 2 kids, how the heck do you have time for anything? It was a rough weekend, I will say that. It's been a rough, 4 days. Remember how we talked about Allie being such a good baby?
Yeah. Completely changed.
Very
quickly.
She's still a great baby, obviously. But she's having a really hard time with, I think it's gas, but also spitting up. She'll spit up all of her meal in the middle of the night while she's sleeping.
Oh,
you have to change her out entirely, change the sheets, all this, and of course it wakes her up, and then she doesn't get back to sleep well after that. And even when she is sleeping, she does this all night. Like she does that all night. Like she's trying to push something out. She just does it all night.
Oh
so if you can't sleep through that, she does that all night. So it's really, and Kristen does not sleep through noises like that. So it's been very rough on Kristen. She wakes up every 40 minutes wanting to eat or pacify herself on Kristen.
I'm sure she's exhausted.
And she's absolutely exhausted. Yeah, and even I am too, and I'm getting a lot more sleep than she is, but it's broken sleep and it's uncomfortable sleep because we've been sleeping downstairs this entire last 3 days because Well, I have been and then sometimes she is. Like Kristen will sometimes go upstairs to sleep in her bed, and I'll stay downstairs with the baby because the noise wakes her. So I'll stay downstairs and
So that you
sleep
can
on the
take care of her.
couch. And then whenever she wakes up, I'll bring her up to Kristen, or I'll tell Kristen to come down, depending on what Kristen wants to do. But when both Kristen and I are downstairs, I sleep on the chair. So yeah, it's been a rough several days, and we've been very, very tired. She sounds awesome. Knife plushie needed. A knife plushie. Oh my, we should make that happen. I think they're actually coming out with plushies on the merch store.
Get
Like
outta here.
you can make plushies. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
pretty sure.
God.
So that would be pretty cool
That would be
to make a
entertaining as
plushie
anything.
eventually.
So we're gonna have to make the boob ball.
Oh my, I'm not sure that would be allowed. It might be.
It's not even here anymore. I was gonna say it's a staple, but
It's over there. It's right underneath of the.
Oh, it's
it's in the
underneath
like the
everything.
shelf there. Real quick, thank you so much to Stupendous for the follow, and thank you to Hitman once again for gifting a sub. This one to Gravy Biscuits. That's 2 tonight.
That's insane, dude.
Already.
No, 3.
3 gifted subs.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
pretty
no,
sure.
two gifted subs and 1 sub from Mel so far tonight.
No, I
and
thought I
then
gifted one before that.
Wolf Yee was the gift. Gravy Biscuits was the gift, and then Smell was the first resub of the night. And then They Call Me Denny wants you to wear a costume.
Yeah, I saw that.
So we'll get around to that in a
He
moment.
just wants me to take the hat off, which is, see, I told you, people don't like me in hats. This is why I don't understand. Like Danielle's saying, you look good in a hat, you should wear it more. Why? Apparently, I don't. Like apparently, I don't.
Bring out the booby ball, Mike.
Bring out.
Bring out the booby ball. People want to see the booby ball. It's a staple. Oh, can it fit?
Nope.
It's too big, guys.
Boob's too big.
It's too big. It's a little deflated, a little bit. It doesn't have
The same oomph.
the upper pole fullness that it used to have, as we call it.
It's as you know, as time goes on, these things tend to
sag, yeah, it happens.
and
It's
lose,
realistic.
almost a little listless.
It's very realistic.
Very
You know,
realistic.
they went for realism. Oh, I want to slap it. Anime titties ball. Yeah, I don't think you've ever seen it. They Call Me
Yeah,
Denny.
I feel like there's a lot of people that don't know this gift from this man's wife.
Yes, for my
Before
bachelor
they were
party.
married.
Yeah, for the bachelor party, she gave that to me. She's like, "Yeah, throw it around on the bus." You know, we had like a bus to the
And we
bachelor
did.
party, and we did, and it happened, and it was glorious. Going back to games, I want to talk about a game I played this week, part of Shocktober. I played Visage, which is early access right now. I think the full game is going to be coming out in February, but
It just wouldn't be the same if I didn't.
the moment I talk about Visage,
I hate everything so much.
did he time it that perfectly?
He
At
had
the
to,
moment I
though.
talk about Visage, he just like brings it out.
Oh my god.
Mike, that's one. That's one. Count it.
When did I say it?
During that, I guess.
I?
I was distracted by the enormity of that sound, but yes. All Poos Next is always the first one, man. Always. Anyway, I was playing Visage, early access. Thank you, All Poos Next, for that tip, man. And that game, holy shit, dude. That might be the most effective horror game I've played in quite a while.
Wow, really?
Yes, like even more so than PT. PT had like its atmosphere about
Yeah.
it that like just even though it didn't have the jump scares, you were just on edge, right? Remember
Right.
that? This is the same way. Very few jump scares. It's just all atmosphere and not wanting to move. But they make cool use of an element that personally I haven't seen yet because I don't play a lot of horror games, but I'm sure another game has done this. There's a point in the game where you find a camera and it doesn't have any film in it, but you just use it for the flash.
Right.
And then you get into completely pitch black areas and you're just lighting the way with flashes. And of course, you can imagine, like,
Right.
you're just waiting for the flash to happen that's going to
Right.
reveal something right in front of you. And the funny thing is, it, like, never happens, really. I think it happened once, but that's it. Like, in the entire thing, the flash only revealed something once that was, like, supposed to be, like, a jump scare.
Right.
But you're on edge the
whole
moment you
time.
get it. Like, the moment I
Right.
picked up the camera, I was like, you sons of bitches.
You-
Did
you
really?
knew what they were doing,
Yeah,
right.
know exactly what you're doing with this freaking camera, and it's gonna be so intense, and it really was. That was such a cool idea. Like, you use the camera to reveal things that don't show up in normal view. Like you'll be walking around and use the camera to make a flash, and suddenly all these like scratches will be on the wall showing a direction to go in, stuff like that. And it gets more and more paranormal as the game goes on. You have this anxiety meter in the bottom left, which is a brain, and as that brain becomes more and more red, your anxiety gets higher and paranormal activity becomes more active and frequent, and the lights just start turning out, things start moving, and you start hearing like breathing over your neck, and it's just, oh man, you should watch my stream on that game. It is intense. It is freaking intense, and I would really recommend when it goes into full access, the whole game eventually. I would say the $25 for what it is now might not be worth it. I had a great time, and I'm really glad I did it for Shocktober. You guys had a lot of fun scaring me. But if you're just like the general consumer, I would say maybe wait and hope that it's 25 when it's totally full access. And I would imagine that now that I have it early access, it's still going to be 25.
I would imagine so.
I'll get the full game, right? When I don't have to spend more money.
No.
So that's good. So hopefully that means when the game fully releases, it's still going to be $25. Because I think as a full game,
where you keep your progress, so
right?
To...
I'm gonna put up spoilers for this. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm gonna put up spoilers for this because it's a really cool Easter egg that they throw in at the end of the game. That's totally out of humor, and I thought it was the best. So the game ends, and like it just ends abruptly. Like you can tell, oh my, they have so much more to do with this game. Right. They're like, oh, this is all we have worked on yet. Like, hope you enjoyed it. Like, that's it. Right. But then I'm like, okay, so why didn't it like kick me out of the game? I'm still walking around the house. Like, there's still, and then I started finding a few things. I was like, oh, I found a key to like a safe, and then I opened up the safe, and it was like, I can't remember, but it told me to go to a certain door, if I remember right, in the basement with like a number on it. So then I go down to that door in the basement and open up the door, and it's another like basement apartment. And I'm like staring at it, and you can't move, and you're just staring at this part. I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to see right now? And like the lights start flickering, and like suddenly it's like lights in the distance are going out, and the lights just keep going off closer and closer until it goes pitch black, and you're like, oh my god, here we go. And then the lights turn on, and Lucy, which is like the demonic girl of the game, suddenly pops up, and she's doing the dead fish.
Oh my god!
Not even kidding you right now.
What?
With strobe lights going and everything, she's doing the dead fish, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me right now. It was.
Oh my god!
I couldn't believe it. I was like, "This is the best that they put this in here." So go to the end of my stream and check that out because I thought that was amazing. I was like, "Is she doing the dead fish? That's the best." The Bernie, amazing. As some people would call it, the Bernie as well. So that game was really, really fun. I think I'm going to do Outlast tomorrow.
Interesting.
For my only stream this week, by the way, because Wednesday I'm obviously not going to stream. I got to be at the airport at like 3:30 a.m. So I'm not going to stream on Wednesday night.
What day are you leaving?
I am leaving very early Thursday morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my Wednesday night stream I'm not going to do because I'm going to have to be up super early on Wednesday. But yeah, I think I'm going to do Outlast tomorrow because that is probably the only horror game I've ever played that I put down because I was just not, I couldn't handle it. It was too much for me at that time. I was playing it by myself in the apartment. It was dark. I couldn't handle it.
So you should play this in the dark then.
Which one? The Visage?
Outlast.
Oh, Outlast. I could. You know, obviously you see the green
shining
screen
on your face.
Yeah, you see the green screen. But
just have the light shining on your face.
I could do it. Yeah, it's if you guys want me to turn off the lights, I'm totally cool with doing that. Do a stream, then sleep all flight. I'm planning on sleeping on the flight, but I don't want to feel any extra anxiety. Honestly, I'm already going to be anxious about.
Drew apparently does not travel well.
No, not. Planes don't bother me at all. I have no problem with planes. It's the fact that I'm going across the country by myself to a location that I don't know how to traverse, and I'm gonna have to make my way to all these different areas for different meet and greets and conventions and whatnot. It's just gonna be a lot for me to handle, I feel like, and I'm a little nervous about it. So my anxiety is already kind of high, and I don't feel like being up until 2 o'clock in the morning and then just going straight to the airport and be like, I'm going to sleep on the flight. No, yeah, I'm riding solo. Drew's Big Adventure, that's right. Conjuring House for Visage? What are we talking about? Dirty Habanero. It reminded me of PT to the point where literally the game starts in the exact same way the PT starts. Do you remember how PT starts?
Yeah.
You're in that room with the door and that's it. And then you wake up and you stand up and you walk out the door. Yeah. That's the exact same way that Visage starts. And then you go down the hallway and a phone rings the exact same way the PT
that
starts.
Has to be like a
it's clearly inspired by PT. Conjuring House is another game. Oh, haven't heard of this.
Whatever you do, don't play Layers of Fear. The game is stupid.
I remember you saying that before.
I don't know, I just couldn't connect with it. It wasn't scary enough to make it a good horror game in that aspect, and it wasn't interesting enough to make it a interesting horror game in that aspect.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Mel, gifting a sub to Super Dave tonight. Thank you so much, Miss Mel. Welcome, Super Dave, to the +1 posse. Did you say Easy Allies did their top 10 horror games of all time? Or shouldn't I say top 10 horror games? It's the top 10 scariest games.
No, I didn't see it.
So they Layers of Fear was actually number 10 for them.
I don't get that. Like, and you can watch my stream. It's not that scary.
No.
It's one of those things where I'm like, I'll get out of here because I just get uncomfortable by these things. I get uncomfortable by most horror games. Scaring me in a horror game is not that hard of a thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, like I just don't like jump scares. Me and jump scares. Right, exactly. Like jump scares and me just don't connect. Like to where, like, I mean, it connects in the way that I wish it didn't.
Yeah.
You know, where I know it shouldn't bother me, but it does. I think it more so just startles me. So I think that's what it is, and it's the anticipation of being startled like that I don't like.
I get it. No,
So
that's what it is.
hard.
Yeah.
So why that's on there is beyond me, because there are far better, well put together games that are horror based than.
Their number one, and this isn't a surprise to me because I just talked about it being the one game I put down. Their number one was Outlast.
I can understand that too. I mean, it can get pretty freaky.
Yeah.
In that game, I remember
100%.
playing it a little bit, and I actually didn't even finish it myself. And I had to I only finished it because I was with other people and I was trying to be cocky about it.
It kind of is similar to that flash photography gimmick, if you want to call it that, of
Yeah.
Visage, where you put on night vision
right,
and your
exactly.
battery can run out and then you're in the dark and you turn it back on and what's going to be in front of you when you put back on the night vision. It's an effective tool mechanic for a horror game. Slenderman The Arrival was the game that Greg and Dean and you?
I think I made them play it. We were upstairs.
You all
for
streamed
Extra
it.
Life.
And Dean does not like horror.
No, he does not. And he was curled to the side. Like I think I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was entertaining as anything. Like he was not enjoying his time with it at all. It was very entertaining to watch.
CJ
Especially
Parr.
Dean because he's a
Yeah, you wouldn't expect
he's
it,
a
right?
tough guy, you
Yeah.
know, and he is. And he literally is a tough guy. So to see him get scared by something is very entertaining to watch.
Are both of you guys going to TwitchCon? We
No.
wanted to. We both
Yes.
wanted to go. You were actually going to go with me.
I was intending to. I just
Yeah.
couldn't get off of work.
Yeah, so it's just going to be me going, and that's why if I had Mike there, I would not feel near
Yeah.
as much anxiety, just knowing that I've got somebody, you know, who's also going to be figuring it out with me.
Right.
Just even if we both were like, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's still
Yeah,
just
but
having
we would have figured it out.
having somebody who also doesn't
Right.
know what the hell they're doing is
Misery loves
somewhat of a
company,
comfort.
right?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. What else did I play this week? I think Visage was all I played this week, right? No, I played Black Ops, but yeah, I just to reiterate, I enjoyed it a lot. I'm gonna play it again. I want to do it as a community night very often. Do some Blackout with you guys. I think it is going to be my go-to battle royale game for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into that here and there.
I love it. Every time I play it, I feel like I'm getting better and better with it, so I like it a lot.
You're welcome to join my team, Mike.
Anytime.
Team Hot Sox.
Team Hot Sox. I just need to see. I'm nearly certain I won.
To anybody who doesn't know, it keeps reminding you all in the chat, but there is a TLUN mug being given away tonight. There's about an hour and a half left in that raffle. If you are a sub, it is a sub-only raffle. You can type in !raffle to get in on that. Let me see how many people are in on the raffle so far. So far we have 12 people in on the raffle
okay,
so
cool.
far. Just type in !raffle if you are a sub, which is pretty much all of you. So definitely try and get in on that TLUN mug. It's the new updated edition, second edition of, speaking of editions, 5th edition of Bean Boozled over there.
Ooh, is it new?
Yes.
They have new ones?
They
in
had
it?
two
I
new
need to
ones
see
in
it. I
there.
need to see it.
They added in dirty dishwater.
Oh God, I know what that's gonna taste like too. Because I know what their flavor, what they add to it.
So
I know
it's
that's
either
like.
birthday cake or dirty dishwater.
Awesome.
And the other one is either toasted marshmallow or stink bug.
Oh no!
So
Dude.
what do you think? Do I put them in right now? Do I get them in this little jar?
Oh, you have to, right?
I feel like we should get at least one in there. Why don't you unpack that real quick?
Man,
Yeah, stink bug is in there.
I didn't even realize they came out with a new edition of it. How'd you know that?
Meepo. He got it. Dirty Auto Monero told me that Meepo had it and that he had tested it. And that stink bug is a
Bad.
doozy. Like
Oh,
really
boy,
bad.
dude.
Like it's the new bad. It's the new worst, supposedly, according to Meepo.
I can't imagine that it's worse than stinky
This thing,
socks.
yeah, you want to hold it that way because it definitely will spill all out everywhere. Do your best, I guess.
This is not
I
for
know it's
you,
gonna be a
buddy.
little tricky. Boog gets up. You're the weirdest dog ever, Boog. Actually, not really. All dogs hate disgusting flavors. I don't know why.
I mean, that one is dog food, so if you want that one.
That is dog food. You're right. Chocolate or dog food.
Although one could kill him and one is his sustenance.
This is true.
Is
This
that a little
true.
hit?
Nothing can kill a bogey, I will say. This dog eats the most ridiculous things and somehow
Oh,
makes
I
it out
remember.
alive. He's
I
had
remember
like a
very well.
full bowl of Halloween candy before. Like Twizzlers, like really gummy type stuff. Oh my god. How many is that? Was that 6?
Something like that.
He did 6 that time. No, he did 5. I don't know why it says 6. Oh, Miss Mel is popping up there with Super Dave. Holy shit. Santa coming through once again. Oh my, we can't even fit them all. You want to just stop there? Oh, he wants more. He wants more, guys. Okay, that's it.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, we're almost there. There was like 17 left. I'm
Okay,
not
let's
stopping.
see if we can.
I got it.
Okay.
I got this. Don't worry about it.
Let me put it back because
Oh,
I
I
have a
got
certain
it.
position for it. There's a
Hold
certain
on.
position.
I'm gonna shake it up.
Oh,
so
you're
it
gonna
makes
shake it up.
run.
Yeah, shake it up, guys. That's really loud. Sorry. That was really loud. We
We're gonna
lost.
spill them, Drew.
Okay. It's got a certain position that it has to be in. Sorry about that
didn't drop
insanely
anything
loud
down.
rattling noise that might just... Oh my god, stop! Tobes, that was probably the worst sound ever. But first, we have to do something, Mike.
Get echoing. Get echoing. Dog won't stop licking my pants.
I think that might have been my best one yet.
That was pretty good.
I think that was the most girthy one yet.
I don't know about girthy. You were still kind of high. Girthy to me is thick and deep.
Okay. Okay.
So that was a little.
All right.
That was a little too high for a girthy.
A little too high
description.
to be girthy? Okay. I'll keep that in mind for the next one. All right. That's what she said. Oh, wait. You know what that means, don't you? That means we're just doing 5 beans.
Oh no.
Oh, my. It is time. 5
water,
beans
too.
each. 5 beans each.
Oh, that one.
Oh, we lost one. Grab that one. Oh, you might be lucky, Mike. You're not getting any of the new ones, it looks like. I don't think any of those are new.
Oh yeah, because dog food's fine.
Let's see.
Oh, dude, I almost threw up the other night on stream.
Really?
Oh yeah, you missed it. I forgot. I'm surprised. I think one person clipped it.
Okay, so
Yeah, that
I
was-
could try one of the new ones. I
Yes.
think I will. I want to give you guys a new one. There's a new one that fell down in here. All right, so I've got 5 here. Hold on a sec. Yep, this is stink bug or a toasted marshmallow. There it is. So I've got stink bug or toasted marshmallow. I've got rotten egg or buttered popcorn, toothpaste or berry blue, stinky socks, one of the bad ones, or tutti frutti, and finally I have peach or barf. You don't have any real crazy ones in there. I
Oh
feel
no,
like.
dog food is my worst.
You hate dog food?
Dog food is not my worst. Dog food is up there with my worst.
Okay.
Just because the flavor lasts forever.
The flavor lasts forever.
And it's terrible.
Ringing endorsement for
We did replace the blue, and there are no. Oh no, you do have a blue one.
I have a blue. Do I need to replace it? I thought when we did like group ones, it doesn't matter.
No, I thought. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. that's
Yeah,
fine.
when it does group
Because
ones.
here's the thing, I forgot because I did have the mint one time, thinking
Yeah.
I was fine. No, and berry makes
In
it even
combination,
worse.
when you add the combo in
if
with
you have
everything, it's
spoiled
weird.
milk and the berry one,
Yeah.
it's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's the
what it is.
combination that does it. All right, guys. 3. Wait, you know what? Let's zoom in for this. Let's give them a nice shot. Let's give them the most glorious. We want them to throw up as well, you know? If we're gonna throw up, we want you guys to throw up. So we're gonna gag into the camera. All right, ready, Mike?
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's off the bat.
Oh! Oh! Stink bug! Oh my god!
Oh, this is
my
so bad,
God,
but watching your reaction is so
You're
good.
like, breathe it. Smell that. Smell that. Oh my
I'm not
God.
Chewing.
Oh. It's the worst one. It's the worst one yet. Oh my God. Holy shit. Why did it become like seafood suddenly? I feel like I'm eating mussels. Is that what a stink bug smells like? I've never actually smelled a stink bug because I've never killed one.
Oh, dude, they were terrible.
Oh my God. That was like eating shit.
Mm-hmm.
It smelled like shit in my mouth. That was unbelievable. The clam slam. I got slammed with the clam right there. Oh my God, dude. That was insane. You need that. You need to try that. You need to understand that. That was unbelievable. I've eaten pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat... Oh my God. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? Oh my God. Why didn't it say it? It said different sense of salt. For some reason it didn't allow different sense of salt. Alright. What is this I'm eating right now?
What's a candy?
Oh, it's supposed to be sour. They're not sour at all.
No, but it definitely at least clears the palate.
Cleans the palate. Holy shit, dude. Thank you, Jameis, for the $6.
I got one bad one in that one. Well, two, because the green one was grass, but I don't care about that one that much. But it was grass and dog food, but the other one was chocolate, so the combo was just...
I had toothpaste in there, which was just the most bizarre thing, because it was like eating shit and also brushing my teeth at the same time. It was so bizarre. Anyway, thank you once again to Hitman RX for that community sub gift. 5. Bringing in 5. Plus 1 posse members, getting us back up towards that merman emote coming your way. Thank you. Yes, this does need to go right about there. What are you doing?
I was trying to get the mint. It's not going to work anymore.
Okay.
I lost the ability.
All right. Fat Guys Squared. Oh, wait, no. Fat Guys Squared. We have 2 fat guys watching.
Multiple fat guys, and then to their power.
So that would be 4
to the power
fat
2.
guys.
Depending. It could be 3 fat
Yes,
guys.
that's true. We don't know how many fat guys it is. If it's 6 fat guys, we have 36 fat guys watching us right now.
Right. If it's 10.
Yeah. Fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a little coat. You know what that's from?
Yeah, I,
I hope so.
You done? You good?
No, I'm not done. Never. Not an Adam Sandler reference, but I still felt like it worked. It's
close
kind of in
enough.
that echelon
Yeah.
of film. The 90s, you know, Chris Farley, David Spade, Adam Sandler. They all kind of had it.
Danny watched Beetlejuice and loved it.
That's good. That's good news.
It is good. I'm going to move on to Ghostbusters next.
Okay, interesting. Ghostbusters is a weird one for me because I missed the boat and I like it
kinda
just fine,
right.
but I don't think it's like anything mind-blowing.
Right.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey, Darkside Reactions with 100 biddies. Those big old biddies. Thank you so much. Yeah,
I don't know what else to move on to.
You
Like,
know, it's not.
I'm in that kick, though, of where I want to watch these types of movies right now for some reason. I don't know why. I'm debating going to Ninja Turtles, but I know she'll be turned off because she doesn't like the idea of... Like, she's in the kick where I'm a girl, so I'm not supposed to like boy superheroes.
Oh, you need to kick that right now.
I'm trying, and
Yeah.
it's hard because of the kids in her school.
Okay. All those kids are sons of bitches.
Yeah.
I think you need to go there and beat the shit out of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what you do. You're a father. You beat the shit out of kids that tell your daughter that it's not cool to like
Pump
guy
them across
superheroes.
across the school.
You ever see the scene from True Detective season 2 where Colin Farrell?
I didn't watch it.
Okay, he lays into this one kid in the one part talking about I can't even say it honestly what he's gonna do to his dad. It's often brought up when like it's like parents like talking about their kids being bullied and what they should do about it because his son in that is kind of like a chunky kid that gets picked on, and Colin Farrell like goes nuts at one part on the kid and the parents. And it's a good example of what not to do, but what you want to do.
Right.
If that were ever happen to your child. Anyway, let's move on here, guys, because we are falling behind a little bit. Although we don't have like a big show tonight. That's why we're kind of just talking right now. We're talking because we don't have a lot of stories tonight. It was a very light news week. But let's get into the official non-gaming portion of the show. It's called the Level Up Show Has No Game. 3 non-gaming topics at 2 minutes each.
I'm ready.
Are we ready? Look at that guy. He's ready. He wants to make up time. First up, it has no game. So, we were talking about Daredevil earlier. Season 3 supposedly is spectacular.
Yep.
But the other Defenders not doing so well. Both Iron Fist and Luke Cage are not coming back for their 3rd season.
I am okay with this.
I couldn't care less, honestly.
Right. Like, I didn't watch season 2 of Daredevil, of Iron Fist.
Right.
I didn't care enough about it. And I never even finished season 1 of Luke Cage.
I never watched a single episode of Luke Cage, and the only episode I watched of Iron Fist was enough to tell me, stop what you're doing. Don't watch this.
What sucks is they have potential, and they just wasted it. And apparently they just didn't learn enough from their mistakes in season 2, where everybody thought they would have. They didn't. They just kept going with it. And so I don't have this much of a problem with it. And I think Luke Cage was just aimless. And I think what sucks about it is that for them trying to push, multiple different types of backgrounds for the heroes that they're trying to do in the world, which I love, I think Luke Cage is not the right one. And if it is, because I don't know enough about it, they chose terrible storylines for him.
Okay.
And what sucks even more about it is that from what I understand, Luke Cage and Iron Fist are best when they are together as heroes for hire, which is what people are hoping.
Yeah, that's what Jersey Tom just said, and that was actually teased somewhat even.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know enough about
I think I saw that the actor behind Iron Fist, I'm drawing a blank on his name, that he actually teased that in some way. That's it. No, wait, that's his character name, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's his? He's from Game of Thrones. What the hell's his name? I can't remember. But either way, there's also a possibility of, like, what if Heroes for Hire is part of the Disney streaming service? Yeah. Because they did say that Iron Fist is not returning to Netflix. That doesn't mean it's not returning, right?
No, no, sorry. Yeah, Iron Fist. I'm thinking Daredevil.
Yeah, Iron Fist is not returning to Netflix. So I wonder, with, like, that wording being pushed, if it means, oh, maybe Disney streaming service is the one getting it then. And maybe it's going to be Heroes for Hire.
Could connect them.
Moving on. Hey, Mike. Did you get in on that Mega Millions?
We did, actually.
Yeah, I did too.
And it was just one of those things where, like, we're there, why not?
Yeah.
Let's go grab some.
I got 1 ticket.
1.6, I think Daniel got 5.
It's $1.6 billion now. Right.
Now, one of the things is they did make it so that I will do this a lot.
What do you mean?
A couple years ago, they changed the formula and they changed the way they do it. So they're making a ton of revenue off of it because instead of charging $1 per ticket, they're now charging 2.
Yep.
And they actually changed the numbers. I can't remember the exact amount, but it used to be like if it was like 1 through 10, it's now 1 through 20.
Okay.
So they made
it's a 1 in 320 million chance, I believe.
26 million.
26 million. Well, here's what's kind of crazy about that. If you are insanely rich, why not just buy 652 million tickets?
So here's what sucks.
Or $652 million worth of tickets.
I know you don't use it all that much. I use Reddit a decent amount, and it was just like insane. There's one called "Insane People" on Facebook. Normally, it's people saying stupid things, and being jerks. One guy actually withdrew $3,200, their entire life savings, they said, and they were asking for people to pray for them and wish them and send them good vibes.
That's not
because they spent the entire thing on lottery tickets.
That's still not good odds, though.
No, and that's the thing that sucks. People go crazy for these things, and it's like, this is not where you should be putting your investment into.
But if we're talking odds, technically, buying 320 million tickets, which somebody could do, would result in you making your money back and more. Because if it's 1.6 billion, even after taxes, you're going to be up towards $1 billion. You might be like 800 million, 900 million.
Sucks. Happy Sunday.
Master Quinn, welcome to the Plus One Posse. So you actually would make money if you want.
Right, and there is a thing to that, but there's also better investments, and that's like I mean, people, that's why people invest in the way they do on Wall Street.
Yeah.
And there's definitely safer ways to do it than that.
Yeah. We're actually going to talk more about that later because of the on-the-spot question this week. But finally, Flash solo film, something that, we were actually kind of excited about the idea of it. It's been delayed as far as the production goes all the way to 2021. And in this variety story that was written, they also threw in there, like, nonchalantly, like, Affleck and Cavill are out. I thought, like, we all thought that was not a thing anymore, right? Like, because Cavill did that weird Instagram post where he was raising up the Superman doll and there was, like, barking in the background. I have no idea what the hell that was all about. But we assumed it meant, oh, no, he's still Superman.
Yep.
So, like, do we not know something? Like, what is going on? What is going on, Mike? Are they out? Are they in? What do you think?
I don't think they even know.
Yeah.
I think everybody's kind of flying by the seat of their pants with it at that level, and I think everybody up top is being told what they're supposed to be doing by people that don't know what to do. I think there's too many things at play, and I think I don't love him. I don't love as the role of
yeah, I think he's fine. I don't like him in the role that much.
I do like him, and I think he could be fine in the universe as a character, and I think he's a good actor. I don't think he takes Barry Allen to the level it needs to, and only in certain ways. I don't know. I don't think. I almost am tired of talking about it because I don't think I have anything to say on it. And it's something
what I will say is I don't think this movie ever happens now.
No, I don't think any of these movies ever happen again. I mean, Aquaman had potential, and even that's like looking like, nope, we didn't learn anything. Like,
To me, this is them saying we're delaying it now, but that's because we're rethinking this whole thing. And ultimately, they'll come out and either reboot the whole thing or go to just solo films and only solo films. I don't know yet, but I think that we are seeing a big shakeup happening. That's what's happening right now.
Sure.
We just don't know it yet. So we'll have to wait and see. But I do think Cavill and Affleck are out. I actually do think
and
that.
I think we're about to go, maybe, so here's the thing. Here's hypothetical. We saw already the potential for it happening, and maybe this was planned in Justice League just to be an escape plan. They have their potential out. They do Earth 2.
Yeah. They could, yeah. Just reboot
Barry
Earth 2.
And with Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Ezra Miller is now their star person.
Yeah, he's the only one that, that carries over.
That's the only person that keeps on.
Yeah.
Like, that would be insane, but they could do that. They have that ability.
It's probably the only thing that would work as far as, like, keeping continuity, really, that I can think of.
Yeah, and I without it being like, what the hell, that really sucks,
Yeah.
it would be enough for people to know, like, people like us to know why they did it, and other people...
No matter what, it's going to be so confusing. There's no win-win scenario here, in my opinion, for DC Cinematic Universe.
Right.
No matter what, this is going to be confusing as shit for so many people.
Yeah.
If they just start changing actors, rebooting the whole thing. Like, they would have to wait many years before rebooting it for it to be not confusing anymore.
Do you think they care, though?
I don't know. As long as they're making money, no. I don't think they care.
And that's the thing. They don't care.
But confusion can lead to nobody going to see this shit. That means it's possible.
I mean, Venom.
I mean, Venom did very well because Venom is a very recognizable character, and it's the first time he's ever been on screen. As far as like a solo film. He was in Spider-Man 3, but you know what I mean. Like, this is his first solo movie.
No Spider-Man in this one, and it's not connected to Spider-Man.
I don't think everybody knew that, though. Honestly, I don't think everybody knew Spider-Man was not going to be in Venom. I think we knew that, obviously, but even that wasn't until. Like maybe a few weeks before when they finally said, yeah, Spider-Man's not in this?
There needs to be like an advocacy group that just has a ton of money set aside to run concurrent ads to whatever film is screwing shit up. And so that the company can run the ad that they want to make, mislead you. And they can be like, hey, just so you know, this is not happening in the film that you probably want to see.
Right.
Done.
Like, I wonder about Joker. Because as much as I think Joker could actually be pretty cool on its own, like, isn't that going to be so confusing for so many people? That you have Jared Leto and they're actually doing a Suicide Squad 2, and we, I guess, assume that Jared Leto is still going to be Joker in that. And then they're also doing, supposedly, a Joker and Harley Quinn movie. And then there's also a Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. Like, aren't the general, audiences going to be very confused by this?
Yeah.
I mean, even we're confused by it, and we know what's going on.
Do they care?
That's what the question is. Like, are people going to care? Are they going to look at this and be like, what the shit's going on? Like, why is Joaquin Phoenix Joker now? And are they going to be like, I'm not seeing this. Jared Leto is Joker. Even though I don't agree with that at all. You know what I mean? One thing I saw brought up is how cool would it be if Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie ends with him on the street corner waiting for the car to pick him up from Dark Knight?
That would be amazing. Dude, that would be so good.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be so good. By the way, did you know that the guy, I can't remember his name, but the one that is the shipmate on what's Yondu's actor's name?
Yeah, I don't know, the guy from Walking Dead.
Yeah, I just can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I know it usually
From Mallrats is what I remember him from.
Yeah, right. So you know the guy that like is part of the mutiny but feels bad.
Yeah.
The like really nerdy guy, and they give
Yep.
him. You know that's Sean Gunn's.
I did know that. Yeah.
Sean Gunn, James Gunn's brother. I didn't.
He
know
also is the motion capture guy for Rocket Raccoon.
that. Is he really?
Yeah. He does the motion capture for that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper literally only does the voice for that.
I knew that. I
Yeah.
knew that part. I didn't know he was the motion capture.
That's why in that whole like letter that went out, his name was on there. He signed that. Like a lot of people were like, why would like his brother sign this? He's just like this bit part in the movie. Like, no, he's actually like the motion capture for
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon. He's got a pretty big part in this whole thing. So
I
that's
only
why
knew
he
that
was...
because I was
Michael
forced
Rooker,
to watch
thank
Michael Rooker. I knew that name too. I was forced to watch Gilmore Girls. And,
Was he in that?
Oh, he has a big part in that
Okay.
show.
I like him.
Yeah, he's entertaining.
Anyway, guys, let's do some wheel spins tonight. We have a lot that's happened already. Let's start off with, you should get a costume chest on. Let's do that now. You need at least 10 minutes in a costume.
Okay.
According to the prize wheel.
Wow, I just
According to the redemptions, I should say. We're going to start with Miss Mel. This one is for you. 1 year anniversary, 20 XP to the entire room. Way to go, room.
What's up, bud?
Next up, we've got Wolf Yee getting gifted a sub. I love him a little. Ooh, a video game sketch for Wolf Yee. That means you need to whisper me, Wolf Yee, with a video game title or a video game character. Let me make sure we are friends. Let me find Wolf Yee. Wolf Yee.
Got it on. Whee!
He's getting it on. He just got it on. Ah, man. Come on. Wolf Yee, where you at? I just want to make sure we're friends so you can whisper me. Comment in the chat, Wolf Yee, because I cannot find you. And you can't whisper me unless we are friends. Next up, we have... Who is that? That is Gravy Biscuits getting a sub gift. Oh, and we are now giving a sub out.
I was gonna ask you what you did to this, but there was like a Halloween thing, wasn't there?
I don't... Wait, what?
Like why it's all like.
Why it's all crusty inside? I have no idea.
But look, I guess I think it's paint.
It's possible.
There must have been like. Something
I
painting.
can neither confirm nor deny that it is paint. Guys, we're going to do a giveaway in the chat. This one will be for a sub gift. All you got to do is type in ! sub gift if you are not already a sub. Please do not type it in if you are already a sub. We want to welcome new people to the Plus One Posse. That's glorious. Absolutely glorious. There you go. Next up, we have Poo Snacks with the 1337 scare tip. Thank you so much for that. Speaking of, that means we got to do a high points wheel spin. Ooh, the pterodactyl is coming out tonight. I'll be getting into costume. I'll be doing that in a moment. Next up, we have, I think it was Jameis with the 666. It is. Jameis, 666, another scare tip came in tonight. 10 XP goes to Jameis and Jameis alone. Bogey's knocking everything off the couch right now. Points. Add Dirty Habanero. 10. Way to go, Jameis. Next up, we have Master Quim resubbed, and this will be the final one for now. Favorites, Master Quim. No, that's not how you whisper, Wolfie. You need to click on the Level Up Show's name in chat. Click on me. Click on my name, and then you can hit the whisper button. But make sure first to accept my friend request. That way you can send me a whisper. And that was Master Quim. Master Quim, I need you to whisper me as well with a favorites category. He's just like eyeing him up. What are you doing?
What the heck is he doing?
All dogs have that problem where they just can't, like they spin
I don't know, man.
over
He
and
is
over and over
going
again until they,
off.
for some reason, find that comfortable position. There you go. Accepted. I just saw Master Quim. Where was it? Master Quim. Where are you, Master Quim? There he is. Oh my God! Stop doing that. I hate that the chat like moves to the final like like if I'm moving it up, let it stay where I'm moving it to. Don't move it back down to the bottom. All right, Master Quim. I just sent you a friend request as well. That way you can whisper me with a favorites category.
Software gore.
All right. I will do the pterodactyl after community question of the week. Let's move forward first with that. Mike, you are up. Make it happen, Captain. Batman.
Community question of the week, ladies and gentlemen, is where you guys can go onto our Discord at discord.gg/the level up network. We will pose a question for you in our community question of the week thread. You will go and answer that. Try to do your best because we will likely tear you
We
apart.
will light you up.
This guy will probably give you way more points than you deserve. I will try to be at least pretty,
I'm a nice guy.
reasonable with what I expect from you. Friend or not friend alike.
We're all friends here, Mike. All of us.
Okay. This week's question was, have you ever or do you still have any desire to work within the game industry? What kind of position would you desire to have and why? Lastly, how do stories of crunch time, such as what we've heard this week, Rockstar, affect your views on working within the industry? We have no new people.
No new members this week.
No.
So no need for the sharding hat ceremony.
That said, Lal Brohaha decided to write a dissertation.
There's a lot of long ones this week. He's not the only one.
Lal Brohaha is in Slytherin. He said, in elementary school and junior high school, it was all I ever wanted to do with my life. I didn't know the term for the position at the time, but as it turns out, I wanted to be a creative director. I wanted to be the guy that was involved in all aspects of a project because a job where I'm constantly using my imagination and creativity in a collective effort to make video games sounded like a dream. This week, I was hit with the cold facts of reality. The people who are responsible for creating one of the greatest joys of my life and the ultimate form of escapism from my problems are treated like animals, a beast of burden, from the people who have power over them. Rockstar Games opened my eyes to this level of disrespect when the co-founder and vice president of creativity said in an interview that people at his company were logging in 100-hour work weeks so their highly anticipated sequel Red Dead Redemption 2 could release on its scheduled date. When I first heard the news, I didn't have, nor did I see any problems with this because, given the history of the company, constantly making the highest quality of AAA titles, I saw the news as a testament to their commitment. In the state of that ignorance, I was blinded by my own arrogance. The people working those hours are doing it under immense pressure to keep their jobs. I never thought of the sacrifices that were made on their personal lives in order to make deadlines in crunch time. The gaming industry has now been put on notice of these horrible conditions, and I can only hope that it gives birth to change. I now have an even greater respect for those working in the gaming industry.
Okay. We're not going to comment on our feelings on crunch time just yet because that is our topic of the week. We'll do that at the end of the show. But this was a topic that was happening in our Discord because, just to be frank, we just did not agree with Elo Broha when he was just saying he didn't see the problem with this. Without going into the further with that, I think it's cool that he had this turnaround.
I respect this.
That he saw the lights.
Yeah.
And it's cool that he showed that in his response this week. One thing I would have liked to see is does he still want to work in the industry now that he knows about this? Because he didn't really talk about that, and that was one of the things that was a part of the question, to talk about do you still want to work in the industry, knowing now about crunch like we've heard this week.
Have you ever, or do you still have any desire?
Yeah.
It is either or.
What's the final part of the question now? Lastly, how do stress on crunch time, such as what we've heard this week, affect your views on working within the industry? So he didn't really talk about his him working within the industry. I wanted to hear about do you still want to work within the industry? It's a small thing. I'm just saying if I'm nitpicking, it's the one thing I would have liked to see him go into that he did not. No, it's still good. It's still a good answer.
I'm thinking between 7 and 8.
I'm with you. I'm thinking that as well. This is for Slytherin. In case you guys didn't know.
7.
No. I don't want to say that. I'm really trying to think here. I'm leaning towards a 7 personally. I think it's a good answer, a very good answer even.
I think the thing for me is that, and while I respect it, and this is nothing, I think when you, especially someone like you who have not only submitted answers to Question of the Week, but you have also seen some of the answers we get, it's not that it's bad. There's just nothing that really stands out. Remember last week when we had, I can't remember, or the other week when we had, I can't remember whose it was, but it was just it was thorough, and it was bullet point.
It was all poo snacks.
It was all poo snacks.
Yeah.
And it was near, and it's that to me is the high level. So this is good. This is a good answer.
It's a very good answer. It's a solid answer. Solid 7 out of 10 to Slytherin. Way to go, Slytherin. Did that work?
No.
It did. Okay, there you go. 84 points now in Slytherin House.
All right. Next up was, as Drew put it, all poo snaz.
Poo snacks.
No, you put it all poo snaz.
Did I really?
Yes.
It's okay. At least on the screen.
Minus 1 point from Dumbledore.
As long as it says on screen that it says all poo snacks, I'm okay with it.
He's in Ravenclaw, and he said, if I were to have a job in the gaming industry, it would be CEO
Oh my.
or publisher.
Big head.
I know that sounds pretentious, but my reasons are quality driven. It is known that aside from CEO or publisher, no one really has final say over a finished product. The current state of games is a dismal one. Games used to be released as close to flawless as they could get them, and provide a few follow-up patches to fix anything discovered post-release. Now, nearly every game comes out in an almost beta state, glaring issues, bugs, non-functioning features, etc., leaving the players to do the beta testing for them. This often leads to poor reviews and lost sales or word of mouth. Being in the position of a CEO or publisher would allow me to create a company focused on creating the best, highest quality games, not the biggest. Shareholders' wallets would not be the deciding factor on when a game is released or its condition. Crunch time does not change my views on working within the industry. The types of changes I would like to make within the industry would alleviate some of the scramble of crunch time. In any production-based service, there is usually a crunch time of some sort, so it is to be expected. How well you prepare ahead of time directly correlates to how stressful your crunch time will be. Are you scrambling to make sure your game is functional, or are you scrambling to find any remaining bugs? Changes in mindset at the top would vastly improve the overall quality of games.
Another great answer from all poo snacks.
Very
here.
good answer.
Very
And
thorough. He answered all aspects like this, for instance, and answered that aspect of, do you still want to work within the industry? And I love how he talked about, like, that's why he wants to make this better.
What I actually respect more is that I don't think he really does. It doesn't even say in there that he wants to work in there, if he ever did, but he found a way to answer that part of the question without, I guess, sacrificing
if I were
his
to,
personal integrity
if
by
I were
lying
to have a
about
job, he says. Yeah.
Right. And he is right. And he even called himself out. It's pretentious to say I want to be CEO or if I want to be a publisher. But he says why. He said, if I had to do this, which to me says he doesn't want to do it, he would do those positions because he would be able to make the changes that he wants to see.
He's a force for change. Exactly. Is what he wants to be.
And so in this case, I respect it, and not to go on a whole thing with it, but I look at CD Projekt Red. And I think that's who I look up to when I think of this. I think he probably respects that company, or if he doesn't know about them enough, he would if he knew how they operated. From everything that I know and that everything that I think is known about them, they are a company of passion. When it's ready, it's ready.
I also like how he touches on the current nature of game development and releases, where it's a truth. I mean, day one patches are constant now, and very often it's truth. Like, Visage is a perfect example. Not that I have a problem necessarily with it, but we're beta testing these games nowadays. Like, they're just releasing these games completely unfinished. We're spending money on it and hoping that the finished product lives up to it. But at the same time, like, I've already played it now. Like, I'm not sure I'm going to go back to playing it
I will guarantee
5 months. I probably won't. So, like, I just played an unfinished game so that they could get it out for Halloween and get that rush. And, like, there's not that focus on quality assurance anymore that there used to be. And I agree with him there. It's kind of a bummer. And it's cool that he would want to fix that, as I think a lot of us would. I'm not sure I have really any problems with this answer.
No, me neither. But again, it's not that I don't have any problems with it. Again, there's nothing that really stands out to me.
Yeah,
and I think I would say this is almost in the same level that where Law Brohaha fell, but I feel like for some reason this is an 8. Because while I respect Law Brohaha's realization, I think all Pooh Snacks has had time to refine his opinion and his stance on this for quite a long time. And while it's respectable of Law Brohaha to change his opinion and answer the question, it was just this is what I realize now, and let's change things. But it's kind of like a junior versus a director.
I'm leaning more towards like 8 or 9 because he answered the full question entirely, like without a doubt, a very thorough answer. It doesn't have the gravitas that last week had for him. I'll agree with that. So it doesn't get that 10 because last week it impacted us. We were like, oh, this is an answer right here, man. Like this, we feel this. Like this week, not quite as much. So I think I got to be honest. I think I'm feeling the 9 though.
I'm not allowed to have my opinion.
I didn't say 10. I said I don't really have an issue with this answer.
But
I don't have any issues with this answer. But is it a 10? Is it perfect? You know, is it like something that we want to say is like the masterpiece that is a 10?
No, it's definitely not.
I don't think so. I think we want to get it close to that. I think
that's why I say I think it's an 8 because see, you're just gonna do whatever you want. Go ahead,
I am going to do whatever I want. I'm going to do a 9. 9 to Ravenclaw. That's an exclamation point, Raven. Plus 9 to Ravenclaw. Still a little behind, but climbing the basement slowly but surely. Now 77 points. Way to go, Ravenclaw.
Derek called the shots.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Perfect timing there. Thank you. I think 9 is fair. I think so as well. Mike. Moving on.
Next up was GFN21, who's in Gryffindor. He said, I've always had a desire to work in the gaming industry, and I'm working towards that goal right now. While I have no experience with coding and I don't have an artistic talent, I've always had a passion for writing. Due to that, I'd like to work in a field of video game journalism and as a game reviewer. The possibility of working as a storyline writer for games is interesting to me as well, and it's a door I'd like to keep open. I've been writing for the Level Up Network blog as a way to get some practice in while I work through college, and I'm having just as much fun giving my thoughts on games as I expected to. Games journalism doesn't have the same type of crunch times as actual game development, and I'm thankful for that. Crunch time is definitely something to worry about if I end up working as part of a game studio's writing staff one day, and it's a big factor as to why becoming a games journalist is my goal as of right now.
Okay. This is somebody that's not really, you can see, interested in being a part of like the development industry that much. If he were, it would be just as a story writer, right? Mm-hmm. So that automatically, I feel like, kind of puts him at a little bit of a disadvantage with this answer. Like that he can't like write something that's going to be
in a weird
exciting.
way. I'm very confused why Rick bothered answering.
I think he did because somebody needed to respond from Gryffindor.
Oh, nobody had taken up.
Nobody had taken up the response from Gryffindor.
What the hell, man? You guys
so
suck.
I do
you
feel
put
like
all the
this
weight
was...
on Rick's shoulders, and he didn't even have that much passion behind it.
Gryffindor. I think that's
Step
what
up
this
your
answer
game.
is, and
you suck.
I love Rick. I will always love Rick, and I'll never say anything bad about him. But I do think this was him just appeasing,
right? Absolutely.
Like the need for Gryffindor to have an answer. Like he didn't put all of his effort into this answer. He just wanted to make sure Gryffindor had some points on the board this week.
So I can get that, and it sucks that he had to be the one to bear the weight of this.
Yeah,
but like, what the shit, guys?
Yeah, it's not a bad answer. I don't want to act like it's a bad answer.
No, and that's the thing.
It just doesn't really like.
It's just there's nothing to it.
Yeah, there's not much to it.
It's just an answer.
Yeah,
and this is like. I honestly want to say that I can't even give it a 7 because I feel like it's not as good as La Broja's because he had passion behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
I
so,
felt
like,
the passion.
I don't even feel like giving a 6 is appropriate, but I feel like I have no choice but to give it at that.
It's at least a 5 because he does answer the question fully.
Yeah.
He even goes as far as, even though he wants to do writing and journalism, he's like, if I were to be in the game industry, I would want to be somebody to handle story, you know, the story itself.
Yeah.
So he does. I would probably give it a 6.
Yeah, I would like to give him the top. Maybe it's a little biased here, but I can't give it anything higher than a 6.
Yeah, so Gryffindor this week is going to get 6 points. Still nothing to sneeze at, and Rick...
Way to go, Gryffindor, you guys.
Commend you on at least, you know, you had to. You didn't want to let no points on the board this week, so Rick came in and gave some points to Gryffindor. Way to go, Gryffindor. And finally, one more answer.
Finally was Ziploc Bob, who's in Hufflepuff, and he said, I actually went to school to learn how to program and design video games. However, when it comes to a cost health value of my time, I refuse to work for a company that believes that constant crunch time, massive layoffs after the project ends, and massive hirings at the beginning of each project as standard operating procedure. It's sad to say, but your average person stays with the company for about 4 years max, and an overall average of about 2 years because of how projects are handled. I still want to work within the industry, and until I complete this project of mine on my own terms, the most I can say is I'm a hobbyist. However, this is something that needs to change, because right now, great selling video games does not equate to job stability for individuals.
Okay. The only guy that actually has some experience in game design, at least as far as I remember, right? He's the only one? Yeah, he's the only one of the people that answered that has some experience in game design. I refuse to work for a company that believes that's constant crunch time, massive layoffs after the end of projects. Yeah, I would have liked to hear... I guess he doesn't have any direct experience, though, in crunch time, it sounds like. He learned, he went to school for it, but he doesn't have any experience directly working for a company that would, you know, show off that aspect of the industry.
Kind of just, I mean, for him, I think the answer is fine. I think he just didn't bother answering the crunch time thing, because all he just said was, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
is essentially all he said.
Well, this is another one where he came in just to give Hufflepuff some points this week because nobody responded from Hufflepuff. So Ziploc
Shit,
Bob,
man.
at least he gave us some
You
points.
guys are dropping the ball just like Gryffindor. You guys are eating a bag of dicks.
I feel like kind of like Rick with this one.
I'm going to give it a 6.
Yeah, it feels like
I'm sitting
it
at a
was,
6. It
yeah.
just feels like a 6.
It feels like one
Great
that
job.
was meant to appease
I mean,
the
or
gods.
at least thank you for at least participating and getting something in there. But like,
yeah.
what the shit? Your team is letting you down, and you should feel proud that you took the responsibility on yourself to do this.
Way to go, Hufflepuff. 6 points. I'm no longer answering questions. I'm completely done with it. Farzender, you've had some good answers, though. Why would you do that? Don't do that to yourself. Don't be shy, people. It's okay. You don't have to get a 10 every time.
Just so you know, too, we don't pick the answers. The computer picks the answers
Yes.
for us.
Yes.
Like,
although,
you have
if Headman,
three-
did you respond this week? Because I didn't even see a response from you. I will say, if the response is like 5 words, I'm not gonna put it in.
Yeah, it's not even in the running.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not going to destroy somebody's house by allowing a question, like a response that's only like 5 words long.
Unless
So-
Johnny does it because he's just being an ass.
Yes, that Johnny never gets a break. So,
No.
yeah, I'm not going to destroy a house by choosing an answer that clearly would destroy the house.
Right.
Because typically there are enough answers to allow us to choose a random number generator.
Yeah.
Hetman, yeah, I will admit that I don't think it's chosen you more than once so far. I think you had one, maybe twice on the
Just a lot of bad luck.
on the question of the week. But don't stop trying, guys, because we do read all your answers and we do like that you guys take part in the whole thing. All right, that is community question of the week. Once again, guys, get on our Discord, discord.gg/the-level-up-network. We got the question of the week channel where you can answer the questions we put up every week. Not entirely sure we'll put up one this week since we don't have an episode coming your way. Either that or we'll do a 2-week long question. Maybe we'll do a real meaty one, real girthy one for you guys this week, so you have enough content to last. And then also just get on there in general, guys, because we have so many different activities going. We're currently in the middle of fantasy football. You can't join it, but we have fantasy football. We had the Spider-Man photo contest.
We're probably going to
and more
do
to
a
come.
March Madness thing when that comes around.
And a giveaway, actually, is coming to our Discord in the near future. I'm not going to tell you anything more than that, but a giveaway is coming to our Discord in the near future, and it's a big one.
Yeah.
It's a girthy one.
He's giving away his dick.
Yes, yes. It's girthy. Share the show. Jersey Tom, that's right, guys. Share the show. We did hit 60, I saw for a moment there. See if we can get up to 70 tonight, guys. Share the show. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, other Discord communities, anywhere you possibly can. Let's get some people in the room tonight. We do have that raffle going on for the TLUN mug, and we have the sub gift raffle too that nobody got in on because everybody is a freaking sub. Let's try it again though, just in case. I'm going to activate it one more time. We're going to open a giveaway for a $5 sub gift. Just type an exclamation point sub gift if you are not yet a sub. There's got to be somebody in here who's not a sub, right? Somebody? There's got to be somebody who's not a sub. So get in on that if you would like. We're going to go to the first commercial break of the night. When we come back, we're talking about Spider-Man. We're also going to be talking about Telltale a little more, some delays. Got a good long
Everything
level
by Telltale
update.
is delayed.
Yeah, it's actually our only level update tonight because
Yeah.
there's only 5 stories this night. All right, guys, let's go with Midnight Shadow. Hold on tight, Midnight Shadow. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, level uppers, to Level Up Show, episode 238. This is a gaming dedicated talk show.
Messed up, Aaron!
This is the gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. If you like what we're doing at any point, hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/levelupshow. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get those alerts whenever we go live. Typically, not this week, it's going to be a little different, but typically we're on every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday are my variety game streams. Tuesdays on Mike's game stream. And then Sunday we come together for the gaming talk show, the Level Up Show.
Maybe I'll try to do a Thursday night stream. Community
Do
game
whatever
night
you
one.
want, man. Do whatever you want. You do you.
Don't tell me what to do.
You do you. Yeah, so please hit that heart button, guys. And also join us on Discord. I'm going to put that in there one more time. Please get on our Discord. We're trying to grow that community at discord.gg/levelupnetwork. 20 subs in the room, which seemingly is everybody. We have a raffle going on for you guys. It is for a TLUN mug, 2nd edition. So just type an exclamation point raffle if you would like to be in the running. You don't have to spend anything. We will buy it. We will ship it to anywhere in the world for you. So just type in !raffle if you want in on that. All right, we are good to go. You know what? I do have some things I need to do. Let's take a look at our whispers. Let's make sure we didn't get some of those things. Wolf Yi did respond with his video game sketch. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. Interesting. Okay.
That was, I mean, technically it is.
It's a video game title is what it is. It's going to be a tricky one for me.
I'm going to be very interested to see you try this.
I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best, but this one's going to be tough. A video game title courtesy of Wolf Yi. Let me make sure I got my stuff ready to go here. All right. Make sure it's working.
Oh, you got to draw it? I thought you were...
Oh, yes, you have to draw. This is a video game sketch.
Oh, I thought it was...
Which is going to make it even more difficult.
I heard skit.
You heard skits. Gotcha. No, we don't do skits anymore, remember? This is an old Level Up archive thing now.
That was fun.
Yeah, it just was
Repetitive.
difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, and repetitive, and we had to have them ready ahead of time because it's not something you like look up in the middle of the show and just like wing.
Right.
It just never worked that way. All right, guys, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to guess this video game title. Good luck. Oh, I gotta switch over to it. Where is it? All the way down there. All right. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do.
I know what it is. I don't know what he's doing.
Come on, stick out. Come on, you get the idea.
I do now.
Right? You get the idea?
Yeah.
Do I need to go any further with it? You get the idea of what that is?
Yes.
Okay. So, like... You know?
No, I don't know what that part is.
You know what that
I know
is.
what the
You
other
know
thing
what it is.
I just don't know what the thing on the right.
It's just like a,
Just like,
know.
scribble.
Like-
Like, what the hell is that even
it's like a-
mean?
I need to look at the chat.
Oh, man.
Come on, guys. It's a video game title. All right. So we gotta like. Oh my God, this is so difficult. I can't. This thing's not working today. Like I need to work on the intensity of it. Do you understand what that is?
Nope.
I don't know how like to illustrate what I'm thinking right now. People are in the right direction.
Really hard one.
People are in the right direction. All right. I lost, right? I lost.
I had
Yeah.
to.
Yes, it's been 1 minute and 30 seconds. You are right, it's Sonic, but the first thing I'm drawing is a Sega Genesis, right? So, what title has Sega Genesis in it? A video game title that has Sega Genesis in the title. Guys, come on now. Come on. I did my best.
You suck. Sonic Mania. No.
No. Sega Genesis Racing. Maybe, is that a thing? But no, not that. It's just very simple. Like, it recently released, guys. Very simple. People still aren't getting it. Never mind.
Sonic 2.
Sonic 2. Sonic Spinball. I like that answer because it does kind of look like Spinball up there. No, I'm just going to tell you guys. Sega Genesis Collection. It's just the collection of all the Sega Genesis
How did
titles.
you guys not get that?
So obvious. I'm going to give 20 XP to everybody.
Sonic and Friends.
Because that's my bad. I sucked. So I lose. Everybody gets 20 XP on that one. For that terrible.
Not have picked that one.
It's a tough one. Hey, he's allowed to choose whatever he wants. It's up to him. All right, let's get a pterodactyl out. Let's find that pterodactyl. Am I putting on the pants as well, or just the jacket?
For right now, we need to keep the pants in as high quality as possible.
This is true. They're not even down here. They're upstairs being ready to be
you're
sewed.
gonna leave them.
We're gonna leave them up there. That's true. That's a Genesis? I thought it was an ancient rock from Tomb Raider or something. I don't know what ancient rock you're looking at. What the hell? What the hell? All right. This jacket has
Never
aged well.
seen this level up room. I like it.
I
Interesting.
like it. Oh, yeah, Freak. Have you never seen one of our talk shows? That's kind of funny. What the hell's going on here?
Having trouble there, bud? It's a shirt.
I don't remember that ever being like silver.
I think it's wearing itself out.
What? No. This side is it? What the hell?
No, you're right.
Is one side like silver and one side gold?
It's not supposed to be, but it's fading, and I don't know why.
Son of a bitch! It is. It's silver. My arm is turning silver. What the hell? I've got like. I feel like I got like a Terminator arm. Like one arm is. All right,
I don't know what happened with
you
that.
know what?
Too.
Give me the bat mask. We're going.
You threw it over there.
Extra pterodactyl tonight. Like C-3PO or something. All right, guys, a little pterodactyl for you. Pterodactyl.
I like it a lot.
I wish you would stop gyrating when you did that.
Nobody can see the gyration.
I can see the
You
gyration.
can see the gyration.
I really wish you would stop.
Slow flap as I rise.
And Freak, yes. Hi.
What would the freak say?
He says that the beautiful son of a bitch who chose me. Because he's never, I don't think, caught one of my streams.
Ah, that's funny. That's
That's
I
so
this is
bizarre.
not okay.
What was it touching? That it
This
did
is
that?
not okay. I can't go to TwitchCon with this.
You have to now.
I have a silver arm. One arm is silver.
You have to now.
This is not
oh yeah,
okay.
because I'm pretty sure, I'm near certain that when people see you, they're going to point out, you know what? You have a silver arm. Do you know that? Not, you know, you're wearing a really weird gold woman shirt.
I guess at least the silver will match with the pants now.
You did something. Something was on it because there's like all black on this side.
No,
It was put somewhere.
it just
something
goes in
happened
that
to it.
drawer, man. It just goes in that drawer.
I don't know.
It's wearing. It's just wearing. I think it's losing its luster. Anyway, silver arm for the win.
I'll have to go back to Goodwill or wherever it was I found that.
I feel like Jax from Mortal Kombat or something.
No.
No,
No.
no, you're not getting that reference.
Oh, I got what
he's
you were
got
going for.
the metal arm. You know.
Not with that.
I feel like Barrett from Final Fantasy VII.
Nope. Still
No?
not
Nothing?
cool enough for that one.
All right, whatever. Whatever, Mike. Throw this down there now. All right, moving on. I think I'm good on all the different things.
You are.
Now. I think so. All right, let's get into the crux of the show, guys. Our weekly discussion of the week's biggest gaming industry news. It's called the Level Update. Oh, rip is true there, freak. Never played Final Fantasy VII. Oh my. Oh my. Time to upgrade to Rhinestone Cowboy shirt. Oh no.
Yeah, I do need to go see what else I can find you.
First up tonight in the Level Update, we got that Spider-Man PS4 New Game Plus coming out. And thank God it has fixed the biggest problem with Spider-Man. Finally, those puddles have been fixed, Mike.
They have.
They added
You
in
can
the
now
puddles.
and not only that, you can add your own puddles. If you
can.
feel that there's not enough puddles, you can add as many puddles as you want.
IGN writes, remove text from a PlayStation blog earlier this week indicated that New Game Plus would give players your unlocked suits, skills, gadgets, mods, and benchmarks from the beginning. The patch notes also confirm the arrival of Ultimate Difficulty for those looking for a challenge, as well as 2 new trophies added to the entire game, one for beating it in New Game Plus, and one for beating it on the new difficulty mode Ultimate. Additionally, the photo mode players can now rotate layers, while new frames and stickers have also been added, including a photo mode sticker to add more puddles to New York City. A shortcut option for photo mode has been also added. That's the left directional button on the controller. Let's stop there for a moment. You just gotta love the sense of humor here, right? Like that's great that they would put this in there.
They knew what they were doing with this, and it's amazing.
And the tweet, like the very first time it went out, and the guy's like, we fixed it, and it's just puddles exactly on the scene that people would, had a problem with, and it's just filled with puddles. That's the best. But there was other things as well. They did some additional fixes as well. We're gonna put a poll in the chat before that though. Just ask you guys, are you going to be playing Spider-Man a second time? The additional fixes are tuned friendly combat difficulty based on player feedback, added a max health cap of 250 and normalized players, added a potential solution for a crash related to graphical artifacting, addressed an issue where players could respawn inside of a financial district.
I wish I had that glitch.
Inside of a building, yeah.
Inside of a building in the financial district.
Yes.
See, that's what I need. Not the lottery.
Addressed an issue where animation during cinematics could break due to hard drive streaming. I haven't encountered any of these myself.
No,
Addressed an issue where pedestrians would disappear for a frame in the distance. That's very, very lights. Like I would not have a problem with that. That's okay. Addressed an issue where combat music would persist in the open world after completing a Sable base. And finally addressed various additional issues.
Right
there it is, yeah, for you guys to see. The puddles everywhere.
I thought one thing was cool is they do they change up the dialogue when you're playing through the game a second time. Things that you've already
Yes, that is really cool.
So I thought that was really cool. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
like
give
for
away
instance,
what
the
it
scene
was.
with
I'm not gonna give
Jefferson
away what it
Davis.
was.
I know, but the scene with Jefferson Davis, the cop,
Yeah.
there's something that happens in that scene that in New Game Plus you already have the equipment or whatever you want to call it, so it doesn't make sense for a certain line of dialogue, and they changed it. They made it work.
So it was really cool.
Nice
It was
attention
really cool
to detail.
that right, exactly.
Yeah. As for the poll, you guys are voting for mostly E, or sorry, the sixth option, which is no, I'm right, fifth option. No, I don't own Spider-Man. Surprisingly, a lot of people said that.
Why? What are you doing?
Also, a good amount of no. Once was enough for me, although I'll play the DLC. And there are some people that said they will be playing New Game Plus.
I'm okay with anybody that says no. Like, listen, I think it's a great game. I think it's really fun, and I might in the future want to go back to play. But right now, I have no desire to touch it again.
Same here. Yeah, I'm done with it.
I thought it was a great time, and I love my experience with it.
Yeah, I'm not even going to play the DLC myself. I thought it was a fun time, but yeah, there's other things that I want to play more now. Moving on, Mike. What's up next?
Moving on, Telltale's Minecraft was originally T-rated, and Guardians had more humor. GameIndustry.biz writes, so, what went wrong with Telltale? Buck believes that one of the biggest problems was a fundamental misunderstanding of who our audience was, among most, though not all, of the executive leadership. Really? Because I think what went wrong with Telltale was just not knowing how to handle money.
They'll get to the management part pretty soon.
Both Minecraft Story Mode and Guardians of the Galaxy were games where this misunderstanding were apparent, said Buck. The first two episodes of Minecraft Story Mode were originally T-rated and had to be rewritten. In this case, Buck said it was fortunate as it was clearly misaligned with the younger target demographic of Minecraft. With Guardians of the Galaxy, however, it was almost the exact opposite. Much like the source material, which the creative team studied extensively in order to try to capture the tone and feel of the universe, the original draft of the game was funnier and more goofy, but that was all stripped out to lean into a darker, grittier feel that was tonally off from the franchise. Quote, our executive team insisted that what was popular about Guardians of the Galaxy was darkness, violence, and sadness.
What?
What are you watching?
Like, what the hell, dude?
I had heard that some of the execs, when they went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy, ended up going into Mama.
Mama.
I heard that was what they did, and so they're like, oh, it has to be dark.
So good. Such a good movie.
Thanks.
Mama.
That was a really weird grab, by the way.
It was.
I don't know
I'm not sure we went with Mama, but
I don't know where I landed with that one. And that people did not associate humor with that brand. So we redid the first two episodes to be less funny and more dark and more violent and more sad. And that's the game that shit.
The sad especially catches me off guard. Like, I can understand, like, going a little grittier, maybe add some violence, but why sad? Like, why especially that? Like, there are some poignant moments in the Guardians franchise, but it's a humorous franchise. Where did they get this from? I have no idea. Did you play Guardians?
I did not. I don't play Telltale games.
Yeah, I didn't either. This one never interested me at all. But this just shows the leadership, man. They had no idea what they were doing over there.
One of the biggest comments in editorial was that it felt very off-tone for Guardians of the Galaxy and wasn't very funny. And we all said, we know.
We meant to do it, guys. It was intentional, obviously. Wow. What the hell? That's pretty unbelievable. We all know now why Telltale.
There's a lot of other reasons.
Yeah, it seems like just more and more is going to come out probably.
I honestly don't understand why some of these people decided to run a gaming company other than money.
They weren't making money either, so why? What, you were just losing
money.
money.
Potential investment.
Jose Monster says, "Hey Drew, on this day in 1998, the original Metal Gear Solid was released. It turned 20. An amazing day in history, right there." Vanilla Kitty coming in with the sub. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll never forget getting Metal Gear Solid. I did not get Metal Gear Solid on launch day because I was young, man, when that game came out. I was 10 years old, and I couldn't get it. It was mature rated. My cousin took me to Toys R Us. It's one of my most vivid memories of Toys R Us.
Jeffrey's Toy Box.
Yeah, Jeffrey's Toy Box, and I'll never forget getting
your hand in Jeffrey's Toy Box, fiddled around him for a little bit, made him yelp in excitement, and he gave you something good.
He did give me something good. One of my favorite experiences ever, bringing that home, not knowing what it was. I just remember my cousin being like, "I've heard good things about this." So we picked it up and we tried it, and yeah, that changed the course of history for me. That and I've always said Final Fantasy 7 and that are the two games that made me realize, yeah, I'm into this. I'm going to love this medium. This is the medium for me. So it's cool. Happy 20th anniversary to Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Moving on. Oh my, Mike. Oh my.
Nope.
You know what that is, Mike?
Nope.
I know what it is.
Nope.
I'll be ready! Oh, don't you fear? Forever and always, I'm always here. Yeah!
Put your hand down. You look like an idiot.
You look like an idiot. First up, we actually have two delays, one much bigger than the other. Days Gone has been delayed once again, although it really does seem like the delay in this case is focused on them just trying to find the right timing for release. Focusing on dust particles again. I know. I don't know where these dust particles are, but it's finding them and it's focusing on them. But yes, it seems like it's focused on timing. It was supposed to come out in February, actually the exact same day as Anthem. I believe Metro Exodus is that same day. Crackdown 3 is that same day. It's ridiculous. So it makes sense that they would want to try and get out of the way of those games. And now it's coming out in April, which I think is a nice,
that's a smart time
frame for them.
I care about this game. Which is good.
That's fine.
Because most of the time when I don't care about a game is usually when it really is good. So, that might speak volumes.
I think expectations being lowered could totally service this game, where it helps them tremendously come release. Because it seems like the people that play it are like, yeah, you should keep an eye on this thing. This is actually really fun. But everybody that watches the trailers are like, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it that much. It looks cool, but... I don't know. I feel like I see the potential. I was watching this gameplay trailer here and putting together the videos, and watching this, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see how you could get lost in this. Just setting up traps, trying to lure hundreds of zombies and take them out all at once. And I guess the dynamic nature of that, where there's so many ways you can tackle these different areas with these zombies. Sometimes much more than hundreds. Sometimes even thousands.
DayZ meets The Last of Us.
Yeah, I could see that. That's not a bad thing, I would say, right?
I didn't say it was. It's
yeah.
Just, wow, what were you swinging at?
So is that a little kid?
I don't know.
I think that was a little kid zombie.
It looked like One Punch Man as a zombie.
But yes, it has been delayed. I think they did say a little bit about it. We want to share a change in recent release date for this highly anticipated title from Ben Studio. We recently decided to move the release of Days Gone from the crowded February timeline to April 26, 2019. While the studio is eager to see Days Gone in the hands of fans, Ben Studio will take the opportunity to further polish Days Gone. So they're really trying to imply there that the game is ready and they want it in the hands of the consumer.
That usually means they want to add microtransactions.
It's possible. But the other one that has been delayed, this is kind of smaller, but in relation to the whole cross-play, phenomenon, Rocket League is one of the ones that's been pushing that for such a long time, and they're working on this system called Rocket ID, which is just their cross-play system in general. That has been delayed until 2019, even though it was supposed to come out this year. But they're saying it's not because of PlayStation allowing it now. They're just saying it's more difficult and complex than they thought, and they are saying in the same breath, this is good news though, because now we can launch this with PlayStation being included.
How I'm sure it was they were jubilant You know, when they heard, you know, they were allowing Fortnite to it.
Yeah.
How annoyed do you think at least select people within Psyonix were when they heard Sony was like, yeah, we'll let Fortnite go crossplay? They're like, we've been asking for this for years!
I mean,
you assholes!
Fortnite was the one that needed to do it. You know, if anything was going to push Sony's hand, it was Fortnite. So
No, and I get that, but I'm like, do you wonder
Oh,
that
yeah.
too? I can guarantee there's
I'm
somebody
sure they're just happy,
at
though,
Psyonix
that they
were
get to
just
do
like,
it.
Screw you. We've been telling you to do
Yeah.
this forever.
Not just them. There's been other ones, too.
Yeah.
On top of that. So, yes, that'll come now in 2019.
Cool.
Cool. I'm going to go blow on the camera. And wave my arms around like I'm a crazy person.
It's like
Let's get this
beginning
dust
of
out of the
porn.
room.
Like a
Like, do
really
you see
weird
it?
porn.
Do you see it? Like, do
No.
you see dust? Do you see
Telling you, man, it's ghosts.
hanging in front of the camera? Like, I don't.
Just blow.
There's like a little bit of dust there. Like, it's all up here. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing around.
Blow the camera.
This would, I would imagine, remove all dust.
Apparently, Miss Mel likes a good old POV. Are you done? God, I hate you so much.
Oh. It's not gonna work. I really don't know what it is. I don't know what it's finding, but it's finding something in this room and it's focusing on it. Anyway, moving on, Mike.
Moving on, Discord Store is now available. GameSpot writes, Discord announced today the worldwide launch of its Discord Store, a PC game buying portal that will allow its own exclusive titles. The store
Watch
will
out,
pack
Steam.
games from indie developers and at least one bigger publisher, along with titles exclusive to the store. Previously available only to Canadian players. Congrats, you guys get one good thing.
Congrats, Canadians.
The new global Discord store is all about curation. The company, best known for its gaming-centric voice and text chat app of the same name, is hoping to put games in front of players that they are more likely to want to buy and play. That curation will be carried out by the Discord team, as well as through recommendations made by players' friends on the Discord service. The store will also include its first on Discord exclusive titles. There are currently 5 games on that list. They are King of the Hat, Minion Masters, Sinner, Sacrifice for Redemption, and At Sundown and Bad North. According to a press release from the company, the idea is to create something more akin to a local bookstore experience for the Discord store. That's in contrast to Valve's massively popular Steam store, which might be better compared to a big box store or even a whole mall. So it's like Fox Books versus the corner bookstore.
Yeah. What was it called? It was called the something on the corner, right? It was just.
I thought so.
We're definitely referencing You've Got Mail right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Which is a great movie, I must say. I
Yeah,
really
it's
like
not
You've
bad.
Got
I
Mail.
mean, it
It's
has
one of the better.
Tom Hanks, so.
Yeah, it's one of the better romantic
Yeah.
comedies, if you want to call it that.
Alongside the launch of the Discord, there's a lot of like really weird movie references I've been doing today. I don't know what's with me.
I'm cool with it, man. I'm okay with it.
Alongside the launch of the Discord store is a new version of Discord's Nitro monthly subscription service. The current $5 subscription is focused on things like controlling your Discord username and offering higher resolution for Discord's screen sharing service. The new Nitro bumps the price to $9.99 and adds a gaming component.
$9.99? Are you out of your mind?
Okay. All you can play access to the catalog of about 60 titles from partner developers like Deep Silver and Double Fine Productions. The games players get to access through Nitro include This War of Mine, Metro Last Light Redux, Soma, Wastelanders 2 Director's Cut, Inside, Galactic Civilization 3, and Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition.
Definitive Edition. So what's really cool is if you are a Discord partner, you get access to all that immediately.
It's pretty cool.
So we get access to like 100 free games. And there's some
pretty
good
sweet.
shit on
They
there,
said
man.
60. Where'd you get 100?
Or whatever. They're going to add more over time. It constantly changes out. So this is really cool because they already have a nice collection on there. They have Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 on there. I downloaded that shit immediately. I was like, yes,
Oh, I'm going
yeah,
back to
buddy,
that.
I will download that.
I am
They have
so
Inside
playing
on there,
that.
Limbo. They got Soma, System Shock 1 and 2.
I never got to play Soma.
They have Super Meat Boy on there. They've got a lot of good like smaller titles on there. That I was like, yeah, Metro is on there. Yeah, Metro. Last Light Redux is on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, solid, man. I'm not gonna act like it's some Steam killer, but I'll take it, man. If you're gonna give me these games
I
for
like
free.
that. I like that comparison to a small bookstore versus a big.
Yeah,
box
it's
retailer.
kind of
I like
accurate
that.
in this case. That's what they're going for. I think it could work. I heard Soma is very scary. I was almost tempted to add that to the Shocktober list now that it's on Discord. Because I am going to do an extra week of Shocktober going into November, considering the whole baby fiasco took away time from you guys.
Did you say baby fiasco?
The whole baby fiasco.
Jesus.
That's what we're calling her, baby fiasco.
All right. Is that like Lupe fiasco?
Yes, exactly, but baby fiasco. Anyway, finally, we got one more
God.
story here.
Why would he go away?
Why won't this guy go away? Philip
Mucus.
Mucus, as we like to call him. Mucus. He's kind of like the reek of the gaming industry.
Reek.
We just call him. It's doing it again, Mike. What's it focusing on?
I don't know.
Why?
Dude, ghosts. I'm telling you.
We gotta find it, Mike. We gotta find what it's focus. It's doing it again. I don't like it, Mike.
Why don't you zoom out and zoom back in and see what it does?
If it's zoomed in, it's not gonna lose us.
Okay, go
Yeah,
back.
it's auto focusing correctly as we zoom in.
Were you Derek Zoolander? What are you doing with your eyebrows?
Magnum steel. I don't know,
My God, what is with me today?
it's your gold jacket. You know what?
I wonder if
I
the
wonder. I do
light-
wonder.
Dude, we have to go back and look at the archives now.
Now, yes. Hold
Oh
on.
my God.
Let's take off the gold jacket.
All right, if it does it again, theory
Yes.
is bunked.
Tesseract might be right here. Because it does happen often, but it might always be when I have... It might always be when I have the jacket on. It's the jacket, isn't it? It's the jacket. Oh my God. Unbelievable. I guess I can no longer wear the jacket on the seat.
Oh
I can
my
only wear it for
God.
pterodactyl and that's it.
That's amazing.
You can't keep the jacket on. It puts things out of focus. That's crazy. I thought there were like ghosts in the room, but no, it's the jacket.
That is a mind blown moment, dude.
Yeah, that is crazy. And the Tesseract just like, yeah, it's the jacket, dude. Obviously. What do you guys think?
I wonder if that was serious or it was a joke.
Like, did you know that for sure, Tesseract? Do you have experience with shimmery objects on stream, putting things out of focus? Anyway, Philip Mucus is back. He's back to YouTube with what I would call another non-apology. Here's the thing. I do want to say the video is not intended to be an apology video. It's not titled as that. It's not like I'm sorry or anything like that. It's an endorsement video for a new Nintendo product. Not a product that's Nintendo, but it's a product that can be used with Nintendo Switch. Deserved. Tesseract has saved us all from the gold jacket.
Well, good timing.
Wait for it. Thank you, Jameis, for delivering that sub-gift to Tesseract, and welcome to the Plus One Posse, Tesseract. Here's what he said in the comments of the video. This is more of an apology than the video itself, I will say. The comments, he then posted, "Hey everyone, in the past several weeks, I've learned a multitude of hard lessons that continue to remind me of my missteps and the steps that I need to take to make things right. I would like you to know how truly sorry I am. I apologize to everyone affected, as well as the entire gaming community. From here on out, I will do everything in my power to make things right. I will continue to work on being a better person every day and hope that will be reflected in my actions to come. Thank you, Philip." So a little bit more of an apology there. In the video at the very start, he's like, so yeah, I took some time to think about things and it made me realize I just want to keep doing this. With that being said, let's review this Nintendo product. I was like, what? Like this is your first video back in like 2 months after you became the most hated person in the industry, and you're just gonna be like, yeah, moving on. Let's review some Nintendo shit. And then everybody in the comments is like, we missed you, Philip. Welcome back. I hate people, Mike.
I hate kids so much.
Yeah.
We took Danny to go to Five Below the other day.
Okay.
They have a Logan Paul poster.
That doesn't
I
surprise me one
hated
bit.
Everything about that store at that moment.
Do you think this guy deserves, like, let's say he continues to do well. Like he's making videos and nobody's able to prove that he's stealing
I'm telling
content.
you, dude, he looks like he's the kid who collected cat turds and decided when they were going to be eaten at certain like pivotal moments
He
of
does,
his life.
I will admit, he does creep me out, but I wonder if it's because we know this about him now. Neens, he was the one who plagiarized many articles he wrote for IGN over the years, and even did some plagiarism when he was just doing his own YouTube channel before he went to IGN. He even stole stuff from his colleagues at IGN and published it. So he was hated for like a whole month within the industry. Once again, I will say one thing. The guy has nice video editing skills. I do like his editing skills. He always does a nice job. Very
That's
polished,
what you should do.
very
Be
very
behind the
well-paced.
camera.
Yeah.
Not in front of it. Be behind it.
I like the pacing of his videos. I think they're very clean. I like the transitions he uses. So he's got a knack for that. He's just clearly not somebody that, at least as far as we've seen so far, is somebody that can write his own content. He's not somebody that has a voice in the industry that's his.
That's
you know?
I need to know, is this product reviewed well? Because if this works, I'm actually very interested in this.
Yes, he spoke pretty highly of it as far as being a Bluetooth device. His only complaint about it was that the rumble on the Switch is caught by it. So he said you have to turn off the rumble on the Switch. But otherwise, the little boom mic that you connect in, he said it works very well. It can connect to any Bluetooth device.
Huh.
So yeah, he spoke pretty highly of it.
Interesting.
Yeah. We asked you guys in the chat, is his apology worthy of a second chance? Another chance, I should say. This guy already had a second chance. He had like 10 chances. So yes, he apologized. That's all he can do. No, another chance will depend on his output moving forward. Or no, he doesn't deserve another chance no matter what he does. And you guys, love you guys. Just so harsh, so cold. No, nothing he can do. Nothing he can do to win back anybody. Here's the thing though, like his YouTube audience clearly does not even give a shit. They're all like, we miss you, Philip. Don't listen to them. It's okay. We love you.
Leave Brittany alone.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. So he's already been welcomed back by his community of like 60,000 subs. On YouTube, though, especially considering the climate of YouTube and how hard it is to make ad rev, like 60,000 subs actually isn't that much anymore, though.
No.
It's hard to have a sustainable career on YouTube with 60 subs. That's how 12-year-old minds work. It is. You're right. It 100% is that. I don't think I've seen it fall out of focus once yet.
No, and did you see his description?
No.
It makes sense. I don't know why it wasn't something I thought of. It's just not something, I mean, he's like, auto sensors are, just the light will basically react to it.
Right.
Just, the sensors in there will react to the shimmering of the
It's
ship.
just so glorious. It can't handle it.
I don't know why it was something we never thought of.
Yeah, you're right. It
does make sense when you think about it.
I just
That's
never
why
noticed
like,
it was
oh my
only
God.
when I put on the jacket.
Yeah.
But now that I think about it, it makes sense. It probably is only when I put on the jacket. That's craziness right there.
I
Man.
wonder if the same thing would happen if I were to shave my head again.
Just that bouncing light off the top of your head.
Yeah.
This is an experiment I think we should try.
All right, done.
I think we need to
Deal.
try this experiment.
2 weeks.
Speaking of, I'm going to question you this live. We're setting up Extra Life now. We're getting things moving. Can I keep you in the $10,000 slot that you will shave your beard at $10,000?
I'm telling you right now, Danielle will kill you. If
I know she will, but it's $10,000, man, for the kids. I'll eat the ghost pepper at $5,000. I'll eat a freaking ghost pepper at $5,000. Will you shave your beard for $10,000?
All right, that's fine.
Yes. Yes. Now, I don't think like this is actually going to happen. I don't think we're going to hit $10,000, but still.
If it does.
Just,
Something to look forward to.
Some big balls. Gonna grow some big balls on this case.
Dirty Hob. Oh man, I have credit cards.
Oh man. For the kids. We did come up with a few of our milestones, but it's early, subject to change. I will put it in the chat for you guys. We're working on the schedule and whatnot now. He when it does that.
Well, I tried to do it last year, and he told me some BS excuse that Kristen would be mad or something.
What?
That you would have to shave your head, and you're like, no, I can't.
Yeah, she wouldn't let me go shorter than like a 1. I think I did a 1. Which was very short, but yeah, she wouldn't let me shave it. Extra life.
Tweet to Scott Cawthorn, everybody.
I think it's Extra Life with a hyphen, I want to say. Yes, that's the one that shows off our schedule right there, guys. So you can go to that link. You can see the schedule we're working on. You can see, opening pause. You can see some of the milestones we put in place. We have a lot more to come up with, and I would really like you guys to help us out in figuring out what we should do next. So go on our Discord. We have an Extra Life channel on there for suggestions, and you can tell us all the different things you want us to do for milestones and rewards and just general activities during the marathon. We're doing 12 hours this year. Let me talk about that real quick, just so you guys aren't like, what? It's really just, I can't put that on Kristen this year. I can't do 24 hours especially considering how tough Allie has been. And on top of that, I'm going to TwitchCon the week before for 4 days and leaving her by herself. Yeah, no, I'm not going to come back a week later and be like, yeah, I'm doing a 24-hour marathon, and then I'm going to be out of commission the entire next day because I'm exhausted. Yeah. So we're going to have to do 12 hours this year, but hopefully next year, especially with me being full-time, we can do something freaking awesome next year and really go balls out. Like, just
We
do
could potentially
awesome
do it a
things.
couple times.
That's
for
true.
different things.
Yeah, that's a possibility as well. Thank you for the follows that are coming in. We got Raven Black, Sebbed, and we also got Tesseract coming in with that follow. He became a sub before he became a follower. I always love when that happens.
Okay.
Where was I? Oh, so yeah, so get on our Extra Life, check this out, get on our Discord, leave suggestions, and if you're really interested in sending us things to add onto the torture wheel, as we're probably going to call it, of things we have to eat or drink, I'm willing to give out my address to people that I trust. But tell me what you want to send first, and I'm going to look into that and make sure it's safe. Like, for instance,
malic acid.
I can't remember who said somebody wanted to send... The malic acid was the one, but the other one was Manchurian scorpions. Was the other one that somebody's sending to us.
First
King
off,
Kurt. King Kurt is sending Manchurian scorpions.
You have my attention with that. What the hell is malic acid? I need to know that first.
I think it's an alcoholic beverage, I want to say. I don't know. I feel like it's alcohol.
Okay, and 2, who the frick is going to eat a scorpion?
I would, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to eat the stinger. Like, I'm going to bite it off so that the stinger I don't eat. Like, that freaks me out.
Yeah, right. Like, aren't you not supposed to inject poison into your body?
I mean, it's like a dried out scorpion, you know.
I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Liquid tarantulas. Now we're just getting weird, dude.
Is this a thing? Do they have liquid tarantulas?
Don't act like you're curious.
I
Stop it.
mean,
no,
it's
stop.
for the kids.
Oh my god, stop talking.
It's for the kids, Mike.
Stop
It's
talking
for the kids.
so god damn it.
I am open to
Oh,
things.
malic acid is. I knew what it was. Malic acid is a coating, the sour stuff.
Oh, okay, it's a candy.
No, it's remember, you know how those candies that Dirty Hobbit sent us, the white powder that's on it?
Yeah.
It's not anthrax. It's malic acid, and that's what makes it sour. It's not you dying.
My mouth is already salivating
Right?
thinking about
I'm
it.
so glad I'm not the only one.
I will be honest, I kind of love that stuff when it's on the candy. Like, I wonder what it would be like by itself.
It's definitely not a thing, but it can be the liquid tarantulas.
Oh, he would blend it first and then send it
Find a way
over.
to blend it.
Guys, get on our Discord. Talk with us on Discord. You can private message me on Discord and tell me what you would like to send us. We're not going to accept anything and everything. Like, if we're fearful for our lives, I'm just going to tell you, yeah, don't bother. And I'm not going to give you my address. And also, if I just don't trust you at all, I'm not going to give you my address. Because let's be honest, like, I'm not just going to be handing it out to everybody. Like, I trust King Kurt, you know, I trust all Poo Snacks, you know, like
Dirty Hobbit sent us
Dirty Hobbit sent us many
multitude of
things.
things.
But we really would like to get a bunch of stuff for this wheel.
Yeah.
So that anytime we do get a $100 milestone, we can spin that wheel and have something fun pop up for us to eat. And you guys to laugh at, you know. So definitely, we do need a PO box, and that's something I'm gonna.
We've looked
I'm
into
gonna.
it. It's just so freaking expensive, man.
I talked with James about it, and he said even if you go with the smallest one and you get boxes sent, they'll just put the box next to the PO box, and as long as you pick it up within a few days, you'll be fine. So it's just something where I would have to go there often. So.
And it sucks because now that I'm not living close here, I couldn't do it for you.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna look into it. It's something I would like to do next year. I'm hoping.
Mel, the only reason that we would be a little hesitant on yours is we might open it up and a knife might shoot out, or knives might shoot out.
Yes.
Like it's trapped. When
Yes.
You open it.
Yeah, this smell does
Instead
terrify
of
me.
confetti, it's razor blades.
Yes. Yeah. Halloween. All right, moving on. Let's do our wheel spins. We do have some wheel spins to do
Eat my
tonight.
sharp pitch.
Vanilla Kitty is first up in this wheel spin segment
right.
because she subbed for a second month in a row now. Thank you so much, Vanilla Kitty. If you're still in the room, you rock. Everybody, give Vanilla Kitty a follow, actually, if she's still in here. Please comment in the chat, Vanilla Kitty. Great streamer and so supportive. We're going to give her 25 XP.
Super cool.
Points. Add Vanilla. Are you still here? She is. 25. She's awesome. Next up, we have gift us up the Tesseract. There you go. And the wheel says 25 XP to you as well, Tesseract.
What the hell is ballot?
What?
I don't know. He keeps talking about ballot.
Like something to send to us?
Yeah.
Ballot? You're going to have to look it up. I don't know. And that's, I believe, is it. Those are the only two subs or two wheel spins for now. Way to go, Tesseract and Vanilla Kitty. I am the law. Technically, Kelly will always be the law, but you can be, what do we call it? I'm trying to remember. On our Discord, the people that are under the law, enforcers of the law. You can be an enforcer of the law.
Oh God.
What's it? What is it? Do I want to look at this? What is it? Developing bird embryo? Yeah, nah, I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry.
I am
Nope.
so out.
Nope. Wouldn't
I
do
am
it.
so
I'm
out.
gonna say a big nope to that one. Big nope.
Hard pass.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Hard pass.
All right, moving on, guys. Let's get into our trailer of the week. This
my
is
God.
a week late,
I'm weirded out by thinking about it.
but we already did two
Here's
last
the
week.
thing.
So
Have
we
you
know
watched
that's
this
one on.
trailer yet? I never watched.
Yes, I have.
Split.
Okay.
I just never got around to it.
Okay.
Is it going to be an issue if I watch this?
No.
Because I know that.
You know
connected.
what it leads to. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Split leads to.
I just don't know in what way. I don't know the scene. I just
Okay.
know that there is a connection.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Let's just go with it. Right.
I'd be curious to see what you say. Actually, not having seen Switch. All right. Not Switch. Split.
It is Split, right? Okay.
Split, not Switch. Yeah. Switch is another movie, I think. Let's head over to the
Yeah, it
reaction
is.
screen.
Ooh, the mug raffle is now closed.
Nice. We will reveal that after the reaction here. All right. There we go. All right. Let's get it set up here. And we're going to introduce this, guys, to put on our YouTube. Everybody get on our YouTube. YouTube.com/The Level Up Network. We are all set up, actually. I'm going to introduce this. Welcome, Level Uppers, to a live reaction time. We are going to watch the second trailer for... What the hell is this movie called? Glass. I think I'm going to restart that. I really drew a blank on... I wanted to say Split, then I wanted to say Unbreakable. What the hell is this movie called? Welcome, Level Uppers, to a live reaction time. We are going to watch the second trailer for Glass from M. Night Shyamalan, the third one in the trilogy. Shyamalan Ding Dong? I don't know. But
Local legend, you could say.
What was that?
Local legend.
Local legend, yes. Yes, he does all his films in Philadelphia, where we're very near. But it turns out this is, as Mike found out, he never saw Split, but this is the third in a trilogy. Unbreakable, then Split, now Glass.
I didn't watch the first trailer.
And you are now watching this one for the first time, too.
I'm going to watch this.
So this is going to spoil something for you, I guess?
I'm sure it will.
But you know they're connected.
Yeah.
So let's check out this trailer for Glass. Enjoy.
Glass.
Glass.
Not class.
Glass. Oh, that right there. I love the Unbreakable music coming in.
Elijah has changed over the years. He's given up.
We keep him heavily sedated.
But there is a reason for that.
He's too smart for them.
You won't be lonely anymore. You have 2 new friends.
The 3 of you think you have extraordinary gifts, like something out of a comic book. I've developed an effective treatment for this disorder.
The light will force a different identity to take over.
Por favor, señora. I want my headphones back.
Step away from the controls now, little doctor.
Can't beat the beast!
He's so good.
Shake my hand and let me walk out of here.
Good for you. What do you want?
I am here to see if tales of the extraordinary being are true. May I meet the beast?
I'm Mary Reynolds.
I need your abilities to get us all out of here and show the world we exist. That sounds like the bad guys teaming up. Do you believe you are an avenging angel, partner? I believe. Avenge us.
I have to get out of here before he gets out.
They are contained.
They always underestimate the mastermind.
It has begun, David. I found someone who will require your full potential. You shouldn't be hiding in the shadows. You might want to try and stop us. A lot of people are going to die.
Now, who'd like a PB and J sandwich?
We are not meant to have this much power.
Finally, all of us together for the world to see what we are capable of.
You need to get out of here.
What have
Is that
you
another
done,
pool?
Elijah?
Yeah, maybe. His weakness, water. Not a good weakness to have, I must say. Is that what, did you feel like you were spoiled on Split?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
I kind of had a feeling that that's what the movie was about anyway.
Okay.
So I'm glad. This seems super awesome.
Yeah, it does
I'm
look pretty
so
cool, right?
I'm so confused though why Bruce Willis is in the asylum.
I guess because he thinks he has superpowers.
Do you think he committed himself though?
I doubt it.
So I'm just confused why he's
Yeah.
how he got there. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
like,
we'll
I
find
understand
out.
why Mr. Glass is there. I understand why what's his name's character is there. But I just didn't understand that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
one.
they
But
call him
other
the
than that-
Beast. When he becomes that personality. You know how he has a split personality?
Well,
Well,
I saw a
one of
reference in
his
there, yeah.
personalities is the Beast, and when he turns into that personality, he literally gains like
Superhuman
superhuman strength. Almost like implying that when you like certain personalities can change your physique and your
your chemical makeup.
yeah, your chemical makeup potentially. What I wonder is going back to Unbreakable, Elijah, Mr. Glass. His entire purpose for that movie, he's not like a supervillain necessarily. He's a really smart person that desperately wants to prove that there's somebody else on the opposite end of the spectrum. He's this person that all of his bones are brittle and whatnot, so he wants to find the person that's the opposite of that.
Right.
Like, what pushes him to the
So
point where he becomes like?
When was the last time you watched Unbreakable?
I've seen it relatively recently.
Okay, so you remember how at the end he basically says, "I am the villain in this."
No, I know that, but I don't. He's the villain in that he killed countless number
But
of
I think
people.
that's the thing is I think he's accepting his role.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's accepting his role and realizing that more people are like him. And I think what's going to happen in this most likely is that he's going to he's been sedated and everything like that. But I think one of the things is he has a lot of built up resentment for the way that they've kept him.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, hey, listen, you wanted, you have the beast, and then you unleash the beast inside of me. You guys are going to see what I can do.
I imagine that he's going to be a sort of Magneto in this movie, where he wants to prove to the world that heroes exist, mutants exist. He wants to prove that, and he wants to have it be on this big stage. So that's the vibe that I'm getting. But I'm just kind of wondering, like, is he just going to kill a countless number of people to prove this? Like, what's he going to do to make this happen? Because a spoiler alert for Unbreakable, he is the one who causes the train crash. But if you look at the end of the movie, at what's on the wall, he caused an enormous hotel fire. He caused somehow a landslide. It was even on the wall at the end. Like, how the hell he caused a landslide? Who knows? But he's supposed to be brilliant. Like, that's the whole point, right? So he's a force to be reckoned with. I mean, it looks like a lot is at stake, which is really cool to see. Like, the stakes are high in this film, and something tragic could potentially happen. And I wonder, like, David Dunn, like, he's a superhero, but really all he has is super strength and a weakness to water. So,
And the ability to sense people.
yeah, like, he's able to see what people have done in the past.
Yeah.
So, not the strongest superhero to be facing off against this.
I'm curious
but...
if they, show somebody else.
Right.
Like, they've now had... This will be the third. They showed the first two in the first movie. They showed the second movie had a new character. I wonder if they'll continue that by showing, or maybe multiple. Maybe
Right.
It will be like a X-Men Magneto versus the Brotherhood.
It'd be interesting to see. I wonder also like what the budget for this is. I think it's a Blumhouse movie, and Blumhouse typically has like super low budget movies. Like for instance, Halloween just came out. That only cost them $10 million to make.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they made $77 million this weekend.
Amazing. That's awesome.
That's unbelievable. But they do that often. Get Out was another one. They almost exclusively work in the $10 to $15 million budget range.
Yeah.
And I really wonder if they did that with this, because that'd be pretty remarkable, because this is going to make a lot more than $10 to $15 million.
Absolutely.
100%. Like, there's a lot of fans of Unbreakable out
absolutely.
there. And the moment Split made that connection, hype went through the roof.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see how this movie does. I will say I saw people that had an advanced screening on Resetera talking about it, and they said they think a lot of people are not going to like how it ends. So that's interesting. Wonder, he does his twist, he does his twist. That's a Shyamalan staple, but just to say that they think a lot of people are not going to like the ending. I wonder if it's going to do something really ballsy.
Interesting.
Maybe the bad guys win. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Let us know what you think, guys, in the comments below if you're watching this on youtube.com/The Level Up Network. And let us know as well if you liked our reaction. Hit that like button if you did. Hit that dislike button if you did not. But most importantly, hit that subscribe button here at youtube.com/The Level Up Network. And turn on the bell if you want to get those alerts when we upload new videos. We often do reactions. And we also do them live, as you can see right now. Got the comments going. So go to twitch.tv/The Level Up Show and follow us there. Turn on those alerts if you want to catch us live. We hope you do. Until next time, take care. And as always, don't forget to level up. All right.
Tesseract, I liked Logan a lot.
I did too.
I
thought Logan was very good. One of my favorite superhero movies, actually. I think it's very good. Hey now!
Thank you.
Keeping it going.
You want like a cookie? Wow.
That was good time. I think that was so good. That was definitely a new record. That was a new record. New record right there. All right.
Oh,
wow. I'm going to start timing these. I think we do need to type. That goes on way too long. That's the whole point, man. That's the whole point. All right. Moving on. We don't have a long show tonight. It's okay, guys. We're almost actually done on the show. We have the topic of the week, and that's about it, actually. Oh, man. I need a drink after that one.
Oh, my God. All right.
So the only thing that Drew takes his time with. All right, guys. We got the sub gift giveaway. Again, another one that we do every week. I'll activate it just in case there is not a sub in the room. I'm actually like a little lightheaded after that one, I must say. I pushed myself on that one. I strained my my superpowers on that one. No such thing as too long. That's right, Mel. No such thing. Maximum extension. We like that maximum extension here. Let's move on to the other community-focused segment. What was that?
The mug.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's reveal that. 2 hours have passed. The mug is ready to be given away. How many people we have in it? We had
29.
29. Nice. Very nice. All right. I'm going to pull this down here so I can see a little better. It's a little hard to see up there. At least this screen. I wish they would make the font enlarge on this one too.
Yeah.
All right. The winner of the TLUN mug is...
Nope.
Just make sure. Don't have to close. Yeah. Okay. It's closed already. And the winner is... Nice.
King Kurt.
Very nice.
Congratulations, bud.
King Kurt, 757, getting that TLUN mug. Very much deserved. He's the one that has been tipping huge amounts.
Yeah.
He's the one who gave away Red Dead Redemption 2 on Xbox
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he gave that away this week. Holy shit, he says. 1 out of 29 chance. You got it, King Kurt.
You should play the lottery.
Yeah, then you should. You should. 1 in 326 million.
Close enough.
Who cares, man? Who cares? Way to go. Congratulations, man. You deserve it. Look at our redemptions. What else do we have here? Oh, you already did the costume chest. We'll accept that. And we are caught up, I believe. Oh, we got to do a high points wheel spin.
Ah, yes.
We have to do maybe even more than one. We do. We have to do one for tip. And we have to do one for sub. All right, let's switch over to that high points wheel, guys. You are very welcome, King Kurt. Thank you so much for all your support. Especially in the past couple months. You've just gone freaking wild with support. All right, first up, we're going to spin for hitting that sub goal. A lot of that to do with Hitman. Oh, very nice. 50 coming in from that first spin. And now, for hitting the tip goal, we're going to add 30. We're going to do 80 to the entire room, guys. Way to go, room. You guys can redeem this. Don't forget. Redeem your XP at streamlabs.com/thelevelupshow. Type in !XP to see how much you have, how long it will be until your next level, and to see the link where you can redeem some cool stuff, including stuff from our store. We have a few people that are right there, like 1,000 points away from being able to redeem a T-shirt. Our mug, though, is 12,500. So that can be, let me pause. That can be redeemed by a few people already. If anybody else wants a mug, you can actually redeem that already with 12,500 XP. All right. And I think now we are done. We are caught up. Let's switch back to the defaults. Prize wheel, just in case. We gave away the mug.
Yep.
We got the sub gift active in case anybody wants to get in on that. Exclamation point sub gift if you want to get in on that. But let's move on to the other community focused segment of the show. What's it called, Mike? On the spot. Guys, get on our Discord at discord.gg/the Level Up Network.
Admittedly, that was my laziest one.
There's a hashtag on the spot channel on there where you can submit hard-hitting questions for us to answer live on the show like this person did right here. Dear the Level Up Show, if you won the Mega Millions lottery, which is at over $1.6 billion, what would you do with the money? What would be the first 3 things that you buy? What do you think, Mike?
So, funny enough that me and Danielle literally had this conversation, and I literally couldn't think of anything. There's a reason for that. So I said, I don't know, probably Red Dead Redemption 2 because it comes out on Tuesday.
That's the first thing you would buy?
Well, I mean, technically, think about it.
Yeah. Okay. The first thing that you would buy that would be worthy of the money.
All right. So, it's tough. I realistically probably car.
Okay.
And not like I'm going to buy a Lamborghini, but like I think the most I would go is like a select model of Jaguar or like a Tesla or something like that.
Right.
So that would be number 1. And then realistically after that, it's a hard thing to say because I really don't know. Because we like in talking, and I don't know if you and Kristen have done this, but like we definitely put like way too much thought in like, okay, first thing we need to do is contact a financial advisor, and the second thing, you know, it's like and you go through like the list of like what you really should be doing.
Honestly, the first thing I always think of is who am I giving money to?
Well, and I already have that planned out.
Okay.
And I have tiers and percentages of what is being
right done. Yes, agreed.
You know what I mean? Like there is a percentage of the money, and then there are percentages of that money that is being divvied up to different people in different ways, different amounts, for different caveats, things they have to do, things like that.
Can anybody in the chat calculate how much you would actually take home if you took a lump sum after taxes?
No, was it 500? I wanted to say it was like $565 million or something like that.
Even with the 1.6 billion, or is that when it was 1 billion? That was when it was 1 billion. So it's over half.
Yeah,
is what it is. So you would get over 800 million.
Usually,
probably.
I think it's like 54% is what you would end up taking.
Yeah, so you would have over $800 million. You're set for life,
right?
Easily,
right?
You're no doubt
and
about
that's the thing is, it's like it's
940. You said
940.
940. You're almost a billionaire immediately, just like that. You become a billionaire. Yep. So yeah, a lot of money. I would give a lot of money to charity.
It's not that much money if you go by Donald Trump standards. He doesn't really give it
I mean, you'd be a complete asshole if you didn't give a good amount of that to charity.
Oh, there's a shit ton that's being given to charity. A ton that's going into investments in the right way. Like it's so, honestly, it can be really complicated. I mean, if you want to be fun, you know, people always say a car, a house. You know,
I would definitely do a house, but I wouldn't go obnoxious. I would go. This probably seems obnoxious, but I would go like maybe like 700,000, you know, like...
right? And I think the area depends, like, makes a difference, and the size. Like we probably realistically maybe only slightly smaller than what you guys have,
right?
Everything like that, because we don't need that much house.
Right, exactly. Just get a really, really nice finished house.
Right, exactly.
You know, it doesn't have to be 5,000 square feet.
Land is more important to me. Where it is, where it's located, that's way more important than.
You're gonna need a gated community too. That's the whole thing that terrifies me. If I won $1 billion overnight, I'd be absolutely terrified of who would be coming for me. Like, I would do everything in my power to stay completely anonymous, without a doubt. But that'd be really hard to do,
from what I
especially considering what we do.
You can, and I think what sucks is, though, I think in the state of New Jersey, I have to look more into this, but someone was saying that you don't have, like, the lottery actually has a right to publish your name.
In certain states.
In New Jersey.
In New Jersey, they do? Okay.
So, that's what really sucks about it for us.
Okay. Yeah.
So...
No dodging it.
Have to,
I would definitely...
I would wonder how hard it would be, like, how much it would help if I changed my name. Because that would be probably one of the first things I would do.
Change it back to...
douchebag?
No, change it back to Jerome.
Change it back to Jerome.
Your birth name, man. Change it back to Jerome. Nobody would expect it. I would definitely buy like an awesome studio and go like all in on making like the best channel Twitch has ever seen.
Right.
Like just like the highest production value, just ridiculous, like 24/7 channel that has like nonstop programming going on. Like just become like like almost like its own entity within Twitch, like where it's just as well known for what we're doing as it's known for Twitch. But
we could. I mean, this is technically an LLC, right?
The Level Up Network.
Yeah,
yes.
so we claim it under that.
You could, yeah, of course, yeah.
That would actually not be the bad idea.
I mean, that's why we went network in the first
Right,
place.
absolutely.
That was the whole reason we went towards
Forgot
network.
that
Is
we
back then we wanted it to become a collection of shows. And it was, to an extent. It was 4 shows at that time, but unfortunately, we're going to be back to 2 next year.
If I win the lottery, I'm using the Level Up Network LLC.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the only reason I'm the only one going full time is because of monetary limitations. So if you or I win the lottery, we're going all in. Bring everybody back. Mark, Kristen, Greg, Dean, they all just come back.
Right.
We're the new.
Everybody has a salary.
Yeah, everybody has a salary. We just go all in. Yeah.
100,000 a year.
Yep. Yeah, why not? I mean, God, if you invest right, you're never losing that money.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if you win $500,000, you could technically not work ever again.
Yeah, you would have to be really smart about it.
You could, but here's the thing. You have a $60,000 a year salary, or you do half of that and still work part-time, and then within, I think it's about 9 years, last time I calculated it, you'd be pretty set.
That's like Jeff Bezos. We talked about it, remember? How much he could spend every day and still would be making money a day. It was like hundreds of millions of dollars he can spend a day, and still he's making money daily because of investments. He's got so much money he can invest it and make so much money as a result of that.
Yep.
Hire me to be a writer. You got it all, Poos Next. Who else wants to join? Miss Mel's our bodyguard with a knife.
Like realistically, let's go into this then. Let's go into the fun part. We're in with streaming. We got that. Would you like if this happened? We take a risk, go all out, try to hire what we can, make our own game.
I would love to, yes. I mean, I feel like you could, and if you didn't go nuts, you could do like a $10 million game, right? You don't have to do like a $100 million game. Do like a $10 million game. I say if you lose money on it, it's not like it's not the end of the world. You still got
just fun.
You still got another like $700 million
$1,000 just for fun.
Yeah,
why not?
Why not? I think honestly, for fun. Why not? I would make the first American-style Japanese RPG.
Oh my god!
It would just be this nice blend of both. I would make the RPG to compete with Final Fantasy.
Remember the thought we had where you're falling from the sky and jumping from rock to rock, and you're in the fight.
Dude, I remember vividly my entire idea for that game. I had a very long, elaborate plan for a game, but as more and more time passed, I realized it was just Star Wars. Yeah. Like eventually, after years of like developing this, I looked at it and I was just like, "Yeah, this is Star Wars."
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. I made Star Wars. Yeah. But it still would have been cool. Anything else you would get, Mike? What else would you buy?
I don't know. New shirt.
That's good. Good for you, man.
Pair of shoes.
Yeah, house for sure. A nice
sweats.
House. And I just would want to do what I love. I would never want to feel like I was working ever again.
And here's the problem is I would have to do something that was like work.
Yeah.
You would have to have something, and I think that's where a lot of people get it wrong, because they bore themselves to death with, they think they're going to buy all these things, that's going to be what makes them happy. It's not. Like people that retire down in Florida, like, dude, and going really weird tangent, but like Florida has the highest suicide rate out of the country, and it's because of the elderly. And when they go and retire down there, especially elderly men are far more likely to commit suicide down there because they feel a loss, because they are identified.
And I'm the weird one for bringing up death.
Just saying, man.
I completely lost my train of thought there. I was going through something, and then you talked about suicide rates, and I lost my train of thought. Jesus. I lost it. I can't find it. It's gone. It's gone, Mike. It's gone forever.
You buy a house.
Oh, Notch. Notch is an example of that.
Yes,
maker of Minecraft.
Yes.
He went into a huge depression after he sold it off to Microsoft.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
He was just having parties every day, and his life felt meaningless, he said. Like, people were just using him at that point. And he just fell into a massive depression.
Yeah, man.
Fortunately, it seems like he got himself out of it.
Yeah, I haven't actually kept up with what he's doing, to be honest. And I always meant to, because I was very curious how that would end up.
Yeah.
Like, I was terrified that he was going to end up somewhere, like, in an article that I did not want to read.
Yep.
All right.
Too dark? Anyway, guys, that is On the Spot. Get on our Discord. Once again, discord.gg/the Level Up Network. Go to the On the Spot question. You can ask us a hard-hitting question for us to answer live on the show. And, you know, if you're not chosen immediately, don't worry. We keep these things as, like, a queue. We don't always go in order, but we try to get to all of them eventually. Striker
60
Ramore.
days down. Thanks for the fun.
That's awesome.
Striker Ramore coming in with the resub. 2 months now. Thank you so much, Striker99. I really appreciate that. Everybody get on our Discord. Appreciate it if you do. All right, guys, we are going to do wheel spins for just 2 of them. We had Dink and Genus coming in with that resub.
I don't think it's Dink and Genus. I think it's Dink and Gina with an S because it's Dink and Gina's account.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm okay with that.
I don't know, man. You're just like Dink and Genus.
Dink and Genus.
You said Dink and Genus.
Dink and Genus. I'm just kind of like saying it quickly, so it just flows out that way. Dink and Genas, like it just kind of doesn't flow as well. It's just Dink and Genus.
Dink and Genus?
Dink and Genus. 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 So is that only saying Dick and Genus? Whatever.
Dink and Gina.
Striker Ramore. Let's spin for you, sir. We got a video game sketch for Dink, by the way.
Audio clip that out and send it to them.
Dink, whisper me with a video game title or character if you're still in the room, and we're going to give 50 points. Isn't that an ABBA song? Points add. We're going to give that to Striker. We're going to give him 50 points. Way to go. All right, we're going to the final commercial break of the night. When we come back, it is topic of the week. We're going to talk about the big story, you know, crunch time. All right, hold on tight. Tesseract. We'll be back in approximately 60 seconds. Welcome back, Level Uppers, to the Level Up Show, episode 238. This is oh my god, I just read this is a Devil May Cry. I was about to say that. My mind just went to the chat.
Wow,
this
dude.
is a Devil May Cry. This is a gaming dedicated talk show on every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what we're doing at any point, hit that heart button here at twitch.tv/Level Up Show. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get alerts whenever we go live. I'm on every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday with a variety game stream. Mike's on every Tuesday, and we come together every Sunday for this talk show. I'm playing Outlast tomorrow, continuing with Shocktober. That game terrified me when I first played it, so I'm hoping it's going to be just as scary as Visage was for me this past week, because that was a lot of fun. I was on the edge of my seat that entire time. Don't forget, too, guys, the prize wheel is still active for the remainder of the show. We do have one more wheel spin at the very end, so anything worth $5 more, meaning subbing, resubbing, pledging on Patreon, cheering, tipping, hosting for 10 viewers or more, all those and more get you a spin of the prize wheel. We're going to move on to our topic of the week tonight. Let's talk about the big story that is going around. It started with Rockstar. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. It was Hauser, right? Dan Hauser, doing an interview about Red Dead Redemption 2. And nonchalantly in this interview with Vulture, he said, "We were working 100-hour weeks several times in 2018. The finished game includes 300,000 animations, 500,000 lines of dialogue, and many more lines of code. Even for each Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer and TV commercial, we probably made 70 versions, but the editors may make several hundred. Sam and I will both make both." What was I saying? We'll both make lots? Wow, this
You probably just copied both make twice.
I didn't know. This is a direct copy
Right.
from Vulture. Make lots of suggestions, as will other members of the team. What was kind of crazy about me, let's start right here with Vulture, is the guy didn't even question it. He's just doing this interview. He throws 100-hour work weeks out, and the guy's like, "Oh, okay,
Interesting.
interesting."
Like, as if it's nothing.
Like, what? Like,
Right.
if I heard anybody say 100-hour work weeks, I was like, wait, hold on a sec. Did you say 100 hours out of 168 hours that are in a week?
Right.
You're working? And that doesn't include lunch? Like, and commute? You're, like, if you add on lunch and commute, that's like, literally, you're just coming home to sleep for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's ridiculous. How did that not get questioned? Unbelievable. So this caused an uproar,
Right.
of course, and rightfully so. Even if he was exaggerating, it's good that it caused an uproar. Dan Hauser's defense then started coming out. Kotaku asked Hauser to elaborate on his 100-hour statement. Hauser responded that he was talking about a senior writing team of 4 people working over a 3-week period. This kind of intense short-term engagement was common for the team, which had been working together for 12 years. Hauser went on to say that Rockstar doesn't ask or expect anyone to work anything like this. Employees are given the option of working excessive overtime overtime, but doing so is a choice, not a requirement. So, ignoring that he might be lying here, let's focus on the idea that some people actually want to do this.
You've done this.
I do it all the time.
Well, I mean, you do that. Well, we do it all the time now, and I even know for I'm talking about like not even for this. You did it in school.
Yes.
Like I remember when you were like sleeping pretty much in the library.
In high school, I was really bad.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
In high school, I was really bad, but that's like taking into account all the activities. Like in high school, I was going to school, getting up at 7 a.m., going to school. Right after school, I would go to baseball practice. Right after baseball practice, I'd go home, I'd eat dinner, and then I would start working on homework. And every single night, I'd go to bed around 2 or 3 a.m., start over. That was every day. And then the weekends, I was doing lots of homework too. I was all AP courses. I spent way too much time on AP art. So yeah, I know what that's
I was
like.
even more so because he's saying like over a 3-week period, a group who had worked together. For like what I was saying for you though is I remember you had a couple of the assignments where you had to design the new wing for Drexel.
We were doing an engineering building, a new engineering building on the campus, yeah.
Yeah, and so you basically like were living there.
We were, yeah. It was our senior design project. All 5 of us were living in the studio.
Over what, like a week, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we barely slept.
So that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
It happens. And you guys, like, you had to do it. You could have chosen
Yeah, we could have just not tried to get a 98, the highest score that had ever been received. I just want to point that out. I'm not even kidding you. We got the highest grade that anybody had ever gotten on a senior design project at Drexel. I'm very proud of that.
Which is, I mean, and that's the thing. So that's where it's like, okay, it's a shitty thing, but people who have the passion, and this is, I think, where Law Brouhaha was like maybe misled.
Sure.
Misunderstanding what it was.
Some people like doing it.
Right.
Some people love doing the work.
Some people feel that there's a reason to do it, like you. You're like, listen, we could half-ass this, but I want to get a great grade on this. I want to do very well on this. I want to be known for this. And you were. Your team did very well.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's continue from that.
Okay. So turns out that he wasn't entirely truthful, probably, Dan Hauser, in saying that it's not really forced our employees every day have a choice. Well, we had a lot of employees of Rockstar coming out on Twitter, past and current, because a lot of people quit Rockstar seemingly for this reason. So one employee that will remain anonymous said on Twitter, quote, "The other big thing is that this overtime is not optional. It is expected of us. If we are not able to work overtime on a certain day without a good reason, you have to make it up on another day. This usually means that if you want a full weekend off, that you will have to work a double weekend to make up for it. We have to opt into a certain number of overtime weekday shifts per week, depending on the certain current rules, as well as a certain number of weekend shifts per month. During our standard crunch hours, we work 3 5-weekday overtime shifts and 2 weekend overtime shifts per month, but during our true crunch hours, we work 5 weekday overtime shifts and at least 4 weekend overtime shifts per month. We have been crunch since October of 2017, so a full year of crunch, of true crunch for a full year, which is before I started working here. So here's the thing. A lot of people are talking about the crunch being more like 60 to 70 hours, which isn't unheard of. That happens a lot. In hospitals, you'll see 80-hour work weeks happen a lot, to the point where the hospital actually has to tell the employees, you're not allowed to work more than 80 hours. They'll send them home, because obviously you're a liability at that point, especially when you're working in medicine. So that happens. That's fine. The problem is the culture of it feeling mandatory. To feel fear for your job, because if you don't do the overtime that somebody else is doing, you're going to either never progress in the company or just flat out be let go. And clearly that is what a lot of employees are feeling at Rockstar.
Right, in an industry where teams are downsized right after a project is shipped.
Right.
Yeah, you know that you're going to be one. Now this is, again, and going off of this, I've known of Rockstar being like this for, I want to say, almost a decade.
They've been notorious for this, yeah.
And I think you and I have had conversations about it, or if not, it's like been cursory knowledge that we've gone through. I know for a fact, I've read many articles that Jason Schreier was very good with. He had a thing where it was almost like industry horror stories in a way, and I think it developed into that. Originally, it was just like industry insight, where people would write in their experience working in the industry, whether it was really shitty where someone was flown across the country, the studio shut down, and now they were out of work for 9-10 months, and like all what would happen. But almost every single time, they never were the ones to say it, but they always would insinuate that it was Rockstar. Right. So it's been known that this has happened quite often for years.
Right. Exactly. All Poo Snacks talks about a crunch week. You know, crunch week can happen, and I could even forgive that, even if it was 1 week in the year where everybody was working like 80 hours. It sucks. I would never want to do it, but it's 1 week, right?
October 9th, 2017 to today,
yeah.
You are required to work your normal 5-day shift and then another shift, or at least overtime hours, all 5 of those days, plus
weekend.
4 of the weekend days a month.
Yeah.
That means
imagine that for a full year.
You might never have a Saturday off ever.
Yeah.
For the entire year.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that for a full year, especially if it gets even close to the 100 hours that he for some reason mentioned in there. It doesn't seem like there's too many employees coming out saying that that's a reality. So
I think it might also be that they just don't want to comment.
That's possible too.
You have to imagine though, if this was very untrue, which has happened before, the employees would be like, "Listen, that might happen for certain teams. I know my team is not doing this."
Yeah,
they would come out and defend it. They're not, and I think that actually speaks louder than people coming out to defend it.
Well, if you could always look for another job or quit, 100%, and that's what happens. A lot of people do quit. They talk a lot about how there's a lot of turnover in developers for the entry level people, because you'll do it for 2-3 years, you completely burn out, realize you'd rather work in general software development where you can make more money, have less crunch time, and then they just bring in new bright-eyed, employees that don't know they're about to shit all over their lives. That's why you see that turnover of the entry level people. They don't ever get beyond 3 years. They just keep rotating them in, bringing in people that don't realize that this is what they're getting themselves into. Because so many people are willing to put up with that bullshit just because they're able to say, I'm working in gaming.
Right.
It's just that that's what it is. It's just, I'm working in video games. I'm developing video games. It's not worth it. If that's the culture you're living in. That being said, there's been a lot of people that have come out, Insomniac being one of them, that their employees talking about how great it is working for Insomniac. One in particular I want to shout out because they get a lot of flack, but I have heard this many, many times now that EA is a great company to work for.
They screw us as consumers,
yes,
but they are very enjoyable to work for.
They are very good to work
realistically, they always were everybody there was actually a true gamer, at some point. Yeah. Like they very rarely, they have the company heads, they have the talking heads, but from DICE, throughout every one of the studios that they own, they are definitely all gamers.
Real quick, to the artistic drawer, we already passed our on-the-spot segment for tonight, but if you would like to ask us that question, I would recommend going on our Discord, putting it on the spot channel, because we often look on there for questions to answer live on the show in a dedicated segment. Jose says, do you think this is a result of a lack of manpower? No. There are not enough programmers. No. Rockstar is absolutely enormous, and it seems like they don't have any issue getting more people to work for them. Yeah. Which makes me wonder, and they keep opening up new studios too. Could you not get enough people to alleviate this issue? Yeah. Why does it happen?
Because they can.
For a full year. Why would that happen for a full year? I just don't understand the excuse in that.
Because they can.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason,
That's it.
right?
I'm telling you, this is, and that's the thing. What it was before? What was it? Was it GTA 4? I think there was a lot of controversy around it too, but it was they can, and so they do.
That being said, it does seem like this controversy might be affecting Rockstar in a positive way. Just this week, a few days after all this came out, quote, through the conversations we've been having, it is clear to us that the requested scheduled overtime felt like an obligation to some, if not many, of the team. The company's head of publishing, Jen Colby, told Kotaku this week. We therefore spoke to them to make sure it is clear that the overtime is not mandatory. We had a big meeting today where it was announced that all overtime going forward will be completely optional. So if we want to work the extra hours and earn the extra money, this is an employee saying this, as well as make yourself look better for the progression, then we can do it. But there is no longer a rule making us do it. This developer wrote this on Reddit. This is huge for us here in Lincoln, this specific studio of Rockstar. As many of us haven't been able to take full weekends without paying for it in a long time. And it's a giant step forward in making crunch less of a hell to deal with. That's good, right?
Although, it's they finally said we could have breakfast and lunch, and it would be okay. We wouldn't get penalized for it.
Right.
We still might have to skip out on dinner most of the time, but we were allowed to have breakfast and lunch. It's not perfect. This is good. I'm glad to see an improvement. Yeah. We need to see more, though.
Did you hear the story about the girl that created Cake Day at Team Bondi, which was the one that worked on LA Noir. That one, that was notorious for crunch time too back in the day. So she came out and finally talked about it. She said that they were working immense hours, just nonstop. It was like months and months of this kind of overtime, right? So she was a baker, and she decided she was going to do cake day every week, where she would bake a cake and it would be themed after a video game. She did like a Portal cake, obviously, stuff like that. And just one day a week, they would spend 1 hour late at night, probably there at 10 p.m. They would take a 1 hour break and they would go eat the cake. And they did this for weeks and weeks, right? Suddenly, management comes to her and tells her, you're no longer allowed to make cakes. If you want to make cake, you can only have it during the lunch hour, and that's it. How ridiculous is that? That they couldn't, these guys are working dozens of extra hours a week. You can't give them 1 hour to increase morale, because that's what it was entirely about. She saw that everybody was just, their morale was shot, and everybody looked so forward to cake day, she said. It was the one thing that they looked forward to, and she even did an experiment where she realized that productivity was higher on cake day than any other day of the week. So it worked. It was a working thing. The productivity was higher. People were getting more things done on cake day, but they couldn't let them have 1 hour a week to alleviate all this crunch time. Like, that's ridiculous. That's just absolutely ridiculous. I really hope that this is entirely true, and it's not just them saying you're not forced to work overtime, but we'll be keeping an eye in the background on who's not working overtime, and you're not going anywhere. Right. You know, like, because that's what I fear. Like, these people are like the ones that don't do overtime. They're still going to feel like they're forced to, because they're not going to make it anyway.
I mean, they said it verbatim. They said that all overtime going forward will be extremely optional. So if we want to work the extra hours and earn the extra money, as well as make yourself look better for progression.
That's an employee who said that, though. So the employee was even admitting that, like, yeah, we might still feel like we need to do this if we want to progress within the company.
Which I'm going to guarantee you, I know how these corporate, and I don't think you've worked for a large corporation, so you wouldn't have the experience.
The largest I ever worked for was probably 300 employees, something like that.
So I'm telling you right now, the way that they worded this, the way that it was, like, the motivation behind it, it was like talking like we're saying one thing, but truly we mean another thing.
Right. There's actually the place I currently work at, and I'm not trying to speak bad of the place I work at with. It was one particular leader there that no longer is with the company. It was my second week with him after he started there, and he was my boss. He talked of a project that needed to get out the next day. It was absolutely mandatory this project get out the next day. I had no association with this project. So I stayed late that night, thought I would be home by dinner or whatnot. It just kept going and going. It's 10 p.m. It's 11 p.m. It's morning now. It's 2 a.m. He left at 2 a.m. himself and tasked me with finishing things up.
What are you telling me about this?
I didn't finish until 4 a.m. Got it done, got everything printed out, ready to go the next day. Project wasn't picked up for a week. The guy who was there who told me to do this, I asked him if the next morning I could come in a few hours late. He said no.
Yeah.
He came in late the next morning.
I remember this, yeah.
And I didn't get any recognition for it whatsoever. That was the last time. I was like, never again am I going to be working until the morning on any project. I don't care who it is, what it is. It's no way in hell. And I just I look at something like this, and these guys probably do that kind of shit every day for weeks, and I would fall apart. No way in hell would I ever want to be that. So it definitely, I was somebody that used to have dreams of maybe working in the game industry. Yeah. If it was me, I would want to be something like a creative director. I would want to kind of have my hat in everything, and be able to have a say over everything that's put out, and a big say over what the game ultimately becomes. But yeah, no way in hell would I ever want to be in the industry, knowing over the years, seeing what kind of demand it takes on these employees and their families. God, these people, they must see their wife and their kids 10 hours a week. Yeah. If that. So it's not a life I would want to live. So I really hope that. Terrible. Do you think there's any possibility that they'll be able to unionize in the future?
This is definitely, again, it's just it's weird. This has been an interesting year, because you want to say no, just like everybody always asking for crossplay. We'll never get it. But this is the year that it happened. So could it potentially? Yeah, I mean, there's been talk about it for years. Jason Schreier is always at the front of it, pushing.
Yep.
All these people.
He's doing a big story on this right now.
Right, and he's trying to push them and it sucks because unions are beneficial and awful at the exact same time. And it sucks because when it comes to unionizing, there will be a point where it goes to the complete other end, and it will hurt the industry as well.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, it sucks that I think for me, I don't know if I would want it to be or not. I would want.
You just want developers to start treating their employees with respect.
Right, and it sucks. Like I wish we could just know that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because going to a union will literally hurt everybody interested in the entire industry, whether or not you work in it, whether or not you enjoy what the products are. You are going to be hurt in some way.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, them having that much control could lead to lackluster, products, half-assed products, just not putting their whole heart and soul into it. But I doubt
very
that,
highly
honestly.
increased prices too. Which I get it. God forbid we had to pay a couple more dollars so people get their weekends with their families and everything like that. That's not exactly what I'm getting at. It's just like Dirty Hob. It's not that it's not that, yeah, right, and it's like, it's not that they're pointless, but it doesn't do nearly as much benefit as some people think.
Right.
And that's why I'm very curious how much benefit Jason Schreier thinks it's going to bring, outside of he just wants to see people he knows and enjoys, get treated with common human decency.
Sure. Right. Yeah, I completely agree. And the thing is, I wouldn't expect developers to become half-assed. Excuse me, even if they were to unionize anyway, because you can see so many people coming out and saying, I do this because I want to.
Right.
I'm working these long hours because I'm super passionate about the product, and I want to deliver the best game possible. So I'll do 50, 60 hours. I'm not talking about 80, 100 hours, but I'll do 50, 60 hours a week because I enjoy doing this. I love doing this. And that is totally okay.
Right.
And I imagine those people are never going away. So even if it were to unionize and there would be hard, strict rules of 40 hours a week is all that's demanded of you, you leave at 5 o'clock, you come in at 9 o'clock, you leave at 5 o'clock. Even if that were to become a strict rule, I think there would still be those people that stick around until 9 o'clock, just locking up at night and be like, no, I just want to be here.
Right, and that's fine. Like, I can get behind that. It's just, we need to make sure that it's relegated, appropriately, and that's where the unions will benefit. But I don't want that either.
For sure. All right, that is the show tonight, guys. Welcome to Panda Plays, a new viewer. XP is our currency system, so you redeem XP over time, or I should say you accumulate XP over time from watching us, and there's many activities you can take part in chat to gain XP, eventually to spend that currency on redemptions at our Streamlabs website, streamlabs.com/thelevelupshow. If you type in !XP, any of you type in that command, you'll see the link, you'll see how much XP you have, and all the stuff you can get as a result of it. Thank you so much for all the support tonight, guys. I want to give a big shout out to our scare tips tonight. We had All Poo Snacks and Jameis Dirty Habanero coming in with the scare tips, getting us that daily tip goal, and Hitman RX being that Santa, and getting us our sub goal for tonight. We also had several follows. Looks like we're at, what does that say, Mike? 5 maybe? 5 out of 10 down there? Can you read that?
8.
Oh, really? We got that many
8 out of
follows
10
tonight. Very cool. So we're just 2 follows away from the follow goal, guys. We'll spin that wheel if we get there. So if you enjoyed the show tonight and you want to come back next Sunday, well, sorry, not next Sunday. I'll be at TwitchCon next Sunday. But the Sunday after that, nope, scratch that. We'll be doing a Saturday show that week because it's Extra Life. Many Sundays from now. We're not going to have a Sunday show for 3 weeks, it turns out. So next week is TwitchCon. The week after that, we're doing a Saturday show because it's Extra Life. And then the week after that, we'll be back to Sunday. The person who won the mug is King Kurt. Congratulations, King Kurt. Nobody got in on the sub gift raffle, I don't think. I'm going to check one more time. Nope, nobody got in on the sub gift raffle. Everybody is a sub. You know who's not a sub? Panda Plays. And this guy too. Hey, we got a few people that are not subs. Guys, it's about time. We're going to do a minute-long sub-gift raffle here. Literally a minute. So you got to get in on this quick.
Wow.
Type in !sub.
Oh, I put my thing over to get the new...
Got to wake Mike up for his ride home.
And the guy said it's time to wake you up for your ride home. And I'm the one who suffers. Son of a bitch, man. Sub-gift raffle going into the chat right now. Who did that? Was that All Poo Snacks? No, it was Jameis. You son of a bitch, man.
Oh, that's entertaining as hell.
You son of a bitch. There you go. People are getting in on it now. Anybody who's not a sub, type in sub gift. And you can get in on that. Scared the life out of me. I'm sorry, Tesseract. It scares the life out of us too. Keep an eye on the chat. If you see 666 or 1337 pop up in the chat, it is a scare tip. This is Shocktober. That's why people are able to do that for a discounted price.
That was not intentional.
Let's spin that
and
wheel.
I'm so happy about it.
Bonus XP. I'll just give everybody in the room 20 XP since we're at the end of the show. Way to go, room. Courtesy of Jameis's scare tip of 1337. Panda Plays with the follow. Thank you, Panda Plays. We're now just one follow away from our follow goal for the night. If anybody wants to satisfy that, now is your chance. Hit that follow button here at twitch.tv/levelupshow. We are very close to wrapping up here. We're looking for the raid that we're going to do tonight. Entries have stopped for the giveaway. Let's see. How many people got in? Just one. Alan 1 lives. Panda Plays, you should have gotten in on that too. Do you want me to open it back up? I'm going to open it up for 30 seconds here. Panda Plays, why don't you get in on that sub gift raffle? Anybody who is not yet a sub, type in ! sub gift. We only have one person in there right now. It's not really a raffle if it's one person in there. Let's get one more in there. Panda Plays, you can do it. And anybody else who's not yet a sub. Sorry, Alan 1 lives. We got to get more than one person. Got to get more than one person. You still have your 50-50 chance potentially. Unless Panda Plays does not want to get in on it. I'll give you another 10 seconds here in case you're on a delay, Panda.
Is there any game that you think we should go for?
Do a horror game.
Do a horror.
Yeah, we're close to Halloween now at this point. Find a horror game. All right, looks like Panda is not going to get in on the sub gift raffle, which means I'm closing it in 3, 2, 1. Closed. The winner is Alan 1 lives. Way to go, Alan 1. I'm going to give you that right now and give you a wheel spin as a result. Way to go, Alan. Hold on. It should be popping up any second there, Alan. There it is. I don't think I beat out the other one there. I tried my best though, guys.
I like this guy.
You found a guy?
Found person.
All right, I lost my chat real quick. Let me pull back up.
What did you do?
When you do the sub
I
gifts,
turn away for 1 second and you
the sub
break
gifts
it.
sometimes like lead me away from the chat. They bring me to like a channel instead. What was that? 18 seconds? Was that really 18 seconds? That's pretty good actually. If you're ever angry, punch orphans. Who are they going to tell? Their parents. Where did that come from?
Oh my God,
that's
so
the
good.
worst.
Who is it that always would come in with the one-liners?
I forget. I
miss those.
I forget. I can't remember. But yeah, that's. Should we tell him? I mean, it's not. You're not an orphan, but
yeah, it's not even related. I didn't even
adopted.
That. Yeah, I didn't even.
Still, it feels kind of bad to me. Like, I don't know.
It's not like he said, "I love your mom" or something.
All right.
That would have been worse.
That would have been worse. I'll give you that. That would have been worse. We will get a passed out Drew one way or the other. You won't have to ruffle him at the smell. I need to be 20 seconds. 20 seconds will be my next goal for that.
I like this guy's voice too.
All right, what's his name?
I think it's Terror. TEHROR 204. TEHROR 204.
204. All right, we have our raid ready to go. We spun our wheel. Oh, we didn't spin the wheel. We didn't spiel the wheel. We didn't spin the wheel for Alan 1. 10 XP goes to Alan 1. Let me copy that.
Copy
so I
that.
don't lose it. Points. Add Alan 1. Where are you, Alan? Are you gone?
Alan didn't like that you.
He didn't like that we gave him a sub. He left. He's gone. All right, Alan. Welcome to the +1 posse. All right, guys.
Just giving it to Panda.
Stink bug. I should have just given it to Panda. No. Maybe there he is. He's
There
here.
he is.
Why aren't you showing up?
That was so bizarre.
You're not showing up as somebody in the chat. Points, add. Alan. Huh, that's weird.
That was so... Oh, because you closed the chat.
Maybe.
So
Maybe I had to like reload it or something.
Well, if they don't talk, it doesn't
That's probably what it is. Yep.
recognize them.
Alan, we thought you got a sub and ditched us immediately. You're like, thanks for the sub. Bye. That's what we thought happened. My bad. Boom to you. Welcome to the show. Guys, we're wrapping up here, unfortunately. But thank you so much to everybody joining us. Hit that follow button. We'll be back again throughout the week. I'll be on tomorrow with Outlast, continuing Shocktober. I'll be trying to get on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as much as I can from TwitchCon with in real life stuff. Mike will be on Tuesday, and he might fill in a stream as well Thursday, potentially. So keep an eye out on our channel. Turn on notifications. Make sure you get alerts whenever we go live. Jameis says bean, Mike. Why do you have a bean to do?
He wants me to do a beam because I didn't have the headphones plugged in.
Ah, it is true.
That's not how it works.
You do owe him.
It does suck.
You do owe
but
him.
It wasn't intentional.
You do owe him, though. You know, it's not even a for sure thing that you get stink bug. You might get toasted marshmallow.
No, sorry. I will. I'm sure it will come.
Oh my! And there comes the final follow we needed, guys. Came from Korgazmar. Thank you so much for that follow, bringing us above our daily follow goal. So we're going to spin one more goal wheel before wrapping up here and delivering that raid to something weird named Toror. I don't know.
I think so.
Something like that. All right.
I'm afraid that he might be ending, so I'm just...
Yeah, keep an eye out. We don't want that to happen. That's happened way too many times. Oh my, is that say 60 or 50? 50 XP. It's the entire room. Way to go, room. High points wheel for hitting that daily goal. And that is the show tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for all the support. We appreciate every single one of you. We hope you follow us. We hope you join us throughout the week. Oh my is right. And don't forget, we're working towards that new emote, guys. We have 222 points now, so we're just 28 points away, sub points away from opening up that merman emote, glorious merman. So keep that in mind. Keep those subs coming. Join us every week here. All right, we're gonna raid.
Hold on.
He might be ending. Is he ending?
I don't know.
We can't let this happen.
I'm very sorry. I just don't want to make the same mistake again 2 weeks in a row.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. We're not sure yet. This might not be happening. Maybe if we raid him now, he'll extend his stream. Are you worried he's rapping?
I think he just beat the game he was doing.
Okay. Dead air.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out.
Mike takes raids very seriously.
I do, because we wasted them.
Hey, Fervia. Thank you so much for the follow. More follows coming in. You guys rock. We're looking for the person we want to raid, but we want to make sure they're not going offline any minute. Are the Red Dead 2 giveaways over? No, we've only done one Red Dead giveaway. We have more to do. I'm not going to tell you when, but it'll be soon. I'll just tell you. One of them is on Discord. If you want to get in on one of the giveaways for Red Dead Redemption 2, you have to be on our Discord. And the other ones happen during Extra Life. Boom, I told you. Now you know. Oh my god, there's an eat it emote. Mike, they want you to eat it.
Not happening, but sorry.
You're the worst.
Why?
Because you've already dodged so many things.
I didn't dodge anything.
Speaking of, we have to eat chocolate crickets.
For what?
Remember? I was supposed to eat chocolate crickets last week, but I said...
because you had to wait for me to come.
Yes.
Yeah, you weren't going to do it alone.
So we can do that now. All right, we're eating chocolate crickets.
That's fine. It'll give me time to figure out if he's ending or not.
Where are they?
This one is legit. This one I know of.
We got to find them, though.
They're chocolate crickets. How could Bogey have gotten into them twice?
That would be ridiculous if he did. What the hell, dude? Did I put...
Did you bring him over to the chair?
I don't think so. Let me look over there real quick.
All right.
We're gonna find these chocolate crickets, guys. I don't think so. What the hell? Why do crickets always disappear from our basement? Like, seriously, this is ridiculous.
All right, pick those up. Give them to me.
Yeah, just get those out of here. Get rid of the freaking lychee gummy candy or
That's the
whatever.
worst. Oh, it's under the sharding hat, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. If it is, I didn't see it. We got glow sticks down there. We have so much shit under this desk, guys.
Is it under this?
No, it definitely wouldn't be under that.
Under the couch, maybe?
We got another extra life medal under here that I need to hang. We got a beer bottle. Did Bogey really eat them? Is that possible? It's either that or Kristen like moved them.
Okay, I'm glad we didn't raid him because he's ending.
The only other thing I can think is that Kristen saw them and was scared of Bogey eating them and moved them somewhere. Son of a bitch. All right. You know what? Let's save them for extra life.
It's fine with me.
We'll put them on the wheel, and that way we can do them over and over again.
Do you want to do Visage? Someone playing Visage?
Yes. Yes. Do somebody playing Visage. That game freaking scares the shit out of everybody. No. The giveaway is not on Discord yet, but that is where one of the giveaways will be. We're actually doing 2 Red Dead Redemption 2 giveaways. One on Discord and one during Extra Life. So, all right. Mike is searching out somebody playing Visage. Have you ever tried to eat a clock? It's very time consuming. Alapu Snacks, I think you just need to keep going, man. Don't stop. Never stop. Dogs like crickets. I would think we would find like the ripped up box somewhere.
Right, it's Bogey.
He doesn't eat boxes. He would eat the crickets and leave
I don't
the
know
box.
what the hell happened to those. I'm so confused.
Well, we're gonna find them. I'm gonna find them. I think Kristen probably moved them.
All right,
I'm guessing
let's just do this.
All right, Deadly Boar. We're gonna raid tonight, guys. Deadly Boar.
Now that most of our people have gone.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right. How do you enter the Red Dead raffle? Not live yet. Panda, good nights.
Boar, not bored. B-O-A-R.
Thank you. And I believe that is it. Thank you for all the follows tonight, guys.
Yep.
We hit 11. That's amazing. And I hope to see you tomorrow for Outlast. I'll be doing some more Shocktober. Scare Tips will be live.
Yeah.
Hope you can join me. All right. So long, everybody. Until next time, take care. And as always, don't forget to
level up.
Level up, guys.